Hey, everybody, welcome. We are in episode 42 of our homebrewed Lost Mine of Phandelver.
Which is the ultimate answer.
It is the ultimate answer, right?
Of life,
right?
The universe and everything.
Awesome. So this is the episode. If you want to see any episode, start with this one. You will have no idea what's going on,
You'll have the
but
answer.
you'll have the answer. So after countless encounters across the Triboar Trail and back, our adventurers are about to enter the legendary Wave Echo Cave. Through all their hardship and near-death experiences, not one of our heroes has fallen yet. I have tried. You cannot say I have not tried.
Oh man, it's been really close.
Yeah.
But we're that good.
Apparently so. Apparently so. I'm going to muster all that animosity towards you guys for this next part.
Bring it on.
But the ominous entrance beckons our heroes. Actually daring our heroes to enter. That's my little line. So this is it, the final frontier. The game isn't in story mode anymore. We're clicking it over to deadly. And the final result may prove fatal, which means I'm going to rock it out.
Oh God. So nervous.
Will the spider and the Spellforge be defeated by the heroes of Phandelver, or will their overwhelming forces lay waste to these fine adventurers? All right.
Does anybody still have Baleful Polymorph? We could turn him into a real spider.
That'd be awesome.
I do.
Excellent.
Nice. Our heroes have already faced resistance just getting to this threshold. There's only one way to find out. All right. So, ready to go?
I think so.
Let's do it.
Previously, obtaining the map and rescuing Gundren has taken many turns throughout these past many episodes. 42 of them to be exact. The first ambush with the goblins on the Triboar was just the one of many brushes with goblins and bugbears. But all those skirmishes have built to this one last conflict. Someone called the Spider, working in the background, has built up Iarno's glass staff, helped King Groll establish an army, and had captured your friend Gundren to take his map of Wave Echo Cave. Gundren discovered that the Spider is using the legendary Spellforge to summon powerful demonic forces. As you closed in on the entrance, you've been met by a few of these forces already. After discovering the final location, you've marched up to the Wave Echo Cave only to be met by a huge cliff over 100 feet tall and a small force of the Spider's infantry defending it. Taking the cliff costs some vital resources. However, you still have those blue cuffs and that old woman sold you. That have been blessed by the power of divine magic. Meanwhile, Finnis has his own challenges. The vengeance of Asmodeus. The sword Finnis claimed in the depths of Icebar's Peak has in turn claimed him. It's like he had a baggage claim number. The sword is bent on destroying demons. What does this mean for your friend? Little foreshadowing there. And that's where we start. Atop the cliff, where a makeshift encampment has been taken. But before that, we've gone through an upgrade cycle of our own. And right now, after last week and after taking the cliffs, our characters are at level 8. Graham?
You the music. Go.
Ding ding.
All right. Good job.
We survived.
All right.
Good job, everyone.
Good job. All right. So right now you stare at the deep cavern ahead of you. What dangers are within? There's only one way to find out. So given that, let's kind of get ourselves set up on the map here. Where do you guys
Let's just take the campsite. They don't need it anymore.
Yeah, you have a campsite there. You guys have rested for about an hour, taking a short rest. There's options for you to do things.
Did we think that one of the goblins managed to escape and run further deep into the mine?
You
Definitely
do.
escaped.
You
I
do
think
know
the
that
ballista ogre did.
Yeah,
there
the
was just
ballista
the
ogre ran.
Yeah, the ogre went in, but we did have a goblin that was up in the trees hiding somewhere, and nobody found him, and so he's somewhere. He
Oh, yeah,
might have been-
He's around.
He might have been watching us for an hour, studying our every move.
I remember the ogre abandoned his post.
Yeah, and
How
you
else
also
are you
found a
going to
few
do?
items. Remember, you found a few items. You found some maps on the table. You
Mhm.
found some potions. You found that little toy that the goblin had, the spinner
I
toy.
did stow all of the maps and book and whatnot.
Yeah, so you did find. Oh, you found a wand, right? I think you guys found a wand as well.
Hmm.
So
Yeah, a wand of magic missile.
correct. So you have a number of things that you have found in this peak here. So I'm just going to ask you what you want to do, and it's in your hands now.
Well,
Oh dear.
there's no point in waiting. We should probably press on.
So time is of the essence. If we wait any longer, we've already given them a good amount of time, but we should go
Right.
now.
Kishar gets up and stretches. Yes, I have recovered key points. Let's go.
I've got this wand of secrets here. I bet it'll be super useful later inside, but should I take a look for secrets around the entrance?
How many charges do you have?
I can do 3 a day.
Well, that would be up to you if you want to. If you think that you might
I
find
think
some.
we can save it.
Let's just look for any other entrances real quick. Can I like climb up this hillside and take a look from the top of the entrance?
Which at the very top where there was. Yeah, you can go up and climb up there if you want. You just need basically over time you could probably just do it. So go ahead and move your character up there.
If there is any secret entrances, I don't know if they would be within 30 feet.
Yeah, it looks
right.
like this is about 30 feet across. So
Looking down
be
here,
worth it.
you think that from this point here through here, it was all at one time a giant cavern, but something happened and caused a big part of it to collapse. Now you don't see any loose
the
rocks
roots.
in this area, but you're thinking that if you look over to the east, there's a huge pile of loose rocks and rubble and debris. Looks like some pieces of machinery are piled underneath there. You're thinking that it's very possible, and I'll do it open on the map here. You're thinking that it's very possible that it was probably pulled out and taken out from there. Inside there, you can see that there is one tunnel that has been obviously collapsed, like fully collapsed down. And you see another one to the left of that tunnel leading in a kind of an angular way. And it looks freshly, as if it was freshly dug out. That tunnel is 10 by 10 and it leads steadily downward.
does it look like this top hole goes to the same place as the bottom hole?
Yep.
Yeah,
This
that's
is more or less a
cave-in.
collapsed roof. The roof collapsed down and it probably was, they probably had a pile down there, but all the debris beneath it has been pulled out. So all you can see is just kind of like this cliff face here is just sort of hanging over nothing, but it's so thick that it's probably not coming down anytime soon unless you guys wanted to take activity on that.
You know what? I'm going to pull out that goblin clicker device that I had, and I'm going to fish through my bag and just take a little piece of twine out and just tie it around my belt.
Okay.
So I've got it in like quick access, and I'm going to walk over to the edge, kind of into this spot here,
Okay.
and
Go ahead and move your character there.
Yep, and then sort of like look down the tunnel and do a click it a couple of times.
All right. Well, why don't
What?
you give me a perception roll?
Okay.
What is that?
So it's a spinner, right? So you're kind of spinning
Oh,
it.
that's right.
You're like,
You're
you're
right. So
kinda
Grit sort of
spinning
picks it up. Yeah, just
Yeah,
does
yeah.
it on his hip.
yeah, go for
All right.
it.
Perception check. Oh, and I wouldn't be at disadvantage in the dim light in the
No, you're good inside here.
all right.
Right?
18.
All right, looking down the long shaft that leads steadily downward, like at a like an 8-degree incline. It's not like 45
Check
degrees.
your brakes beforehand. Then
Right. But so you think that it's definitely going down. You can see that, but not going as if you're going to fall or even slide. You look down there, you listen, you kind of close your eyes, listening for what's going on, and you hear absolutely nothing.
Lovely. Little silence.
Silence is golden, right?
It is clear.
I guess Hemo will climb back down.
All right, Emo, you climb back down. That is no problem. Now that you've
Looks
climbed
like
down,
there's just one way in.
Do we think we just go, or They already know we're here. Are we going to try to stealth in?
Does anyone have any way to know if something comes in behind us?
I will cast Pass Without Trace, and it will give us all a bonus to our stealth checks, and we cannot be tracked, except by magical means, of course.
That would be good. At the very least, they wouldn't be able to track us
I'll gather everybody
Through the-
around and I'll cast
through the
that.
cave.
All right. Now, how long does that last you for?
1
for
hour.
1 hour.
Concentration up to an hour.
Concentration up to 1 hour. All right. Remind me if I do any damage to you, or remind yourself that you need to roll for concentration.
Will do.
All right. Pass without trace. You gather everyone together. You put them all bound under your pass without trace spell. Now you are standing at the mouth of the wave.
I guess you have to
Cave.
be within. Oh, when I cast it. Oh, sorry, I'll just read it. A veil of shadows and silence radiates from you, masking you and your companions from detection. For the duration, each creature you choose within 30 feet of you, including you, has a +10 bonus through dexterity stealth checks and can't be tracked except by magical means.
You know, it's not really clear. So I think what I'm going to say is that we'll just play the 30 feet, and then I'll check on it for next game.
Okay,
I know
fine.
we're coming on the last couple episodes,
Yeah, no, that
so
works.
it's fine.
So he just tells you to stay close.
All right. Why don't you
I'll stay in the middle.
Why don't you give
Is the
yourself
entrance
kind of
there?
put yourself in a line how you want to go down this? And it's 10 feet wide, so you can use side by side, or you can just kind of go north from north to south. How your kind of adventure is going to be. So maybe start here at
I
the
think I'll
front.
probably go first, right?
Two
All
big
right.
shieldmen in front.
Feel like that makes sense.
Hemo will be rear guard then.
And then is I'm assuming the pathway has no torches, right?
No, it's actually just a rough path that was dug out.
Okay.
It looks like it's kind of very jagged, as if it was probably not heavily engineered. You see every 15 to 20 feet, they put like a wooden block around it for supports to kind of support the tunnel, but it doesn't look as if it was machine done by necessarily some kind of a machine. And you don't see one anywhere near here. So whatever
Okay.
dug this out has done it in the quickest way possible. They were not going for long-term stability here.
Okay. And then Eck will reach down around his neck, pull up the goggles so he can
All right.
actually see.
Goggles are on.
Yep.
All right.
And we go.
The funnel is up to code.
Press through.
All right. You begin.
So many OSHA
Everybody
violations.
go to the bathroom. Before we leave.
Anyone need a
are
snack?
not stopping.
I figured that would be a
Very-
rest chamber halfway through.
All right.
All right. So you begin going down the dark tunnel in the order that you see yourself, marching down slowly. You're moving because you are with pass out trace. I'm assuming you're moving at least carefully down the
Yeah,
tunnel.
we're moving stealthily, I would say.
You travel down this long tunnel, and it takes you about almost a minute of walking to get down there. And the tunnel seems never ending until you emerge at a new location. And I'll change the map now. Okay. So we see that everyone's kind of getting lined up on the new and improved map. I'll try to zoom in a
boy.
little bit, but I'm going to
I have
forewarn.
both my swords out.
I'm going to forewarn everybody that this is a massively huge map. What you
Looks like
saw coming down from the tunnel here is your 1 minute of traveling through this tunnel, twisted tunnel range, and you are emerging into the darkness ahead of you. So what I'm going to ask you to do at this point is you see ahead of you Gashar and Finnis. As you walk in, it opens up into some kind of cavern.
So a little more finished walls in this area.
Not really. They seem to be very rough, as you can see from it's kind of like rough and goes in and out.
Sure.
And it looks like it's been very roughly burrowed out. So
Wild.
who wants to risk life and limb by traveling into traveling forward?
I'm in the lead. I'll move up.
Try to stay close again. So maybe do half moves.
Yeah. So I'll move up to here.
I just moved up.
Try and
Gashar
get-
creeps ahead of you. He has
Yeah.
He has much better movement.
Moved up
I'm just trying to get like a little bit of a
I
kitty
did.
corner.
I did roll my stealth, by the way. I don't know if you should probably roll yours as well, and don't forget to add 10 to it.
17.
Cool.
That's an 11.
20?
You and me both, buddy.
Oofda.
That heavy
All right.
armor.
As you walk out into this, you can see that it starts break. You can start seeing areas that are breaking up into the map. And I'm going to be a little bit more liberal because we've had some challenges with like knowing where entrances and stuff are. So it's not going to quite stick to perspective, but just so you can get the basic idea.
Okay,
All right.
that's helpful. Thank you.
Yeah.
Wow. So I think I got a 30 stealth. So I think I'm
right,
definitely
and
the quietest here.
Let me read what the room has to say here.
Gashar, do you just want to go ahead?
You can see the entrance tunnel leads into a large cavern supported by a natural pillar of rock and contains 3 stalagmites in the western part of the cave. Behind the column of rock are 3 bedrolls and a heap of ordinary supplies: sacks of flour, bags of salt, casks of salted meat, lanterns, flasks of lamp oil, pickaxes, shovels, and other gear. Amid the supplies, you see the body of a dwarf miner, dead for at least a week.
Oh no.
Oh
The
no.
northernmost section of this cavern has collapsed, forming a 10-foot wide, 20-foot deep pit ahead of you. You can kind of see it falling off. A sturdy hemp rope
Oh, I see
is
it.
tied off around the nearby stalagmite and dangles down the side of the pit. That's where you're kind of at right now. What do you guys want to do? And I'll give you more details as you wander through, but that's what you see when you just kind of like look around.
Eck would want to get to the dwarf's body.
All right. As you move forward, you're going to see more stuff. So I'm going to let you go ahead and move over to the dwarf body.
I'll move up with you
Is that the
another
dwarf
15
body
feet.
there?
Yeah. You'll kind of get a more of a reveal of this area. I'll kind of, as you come walking in, I'm going to just show you some more basic stuff to kind of put it on the map. You see that giant pit ahead of you, and you can see this area here. Let me cut that little piece out over there as well. You can kind of see that you've emerged into into the area. You can see the encampment below. And I'll zoom in just a little bit. All right. As you approach this dwarf, what do you want to do?
He's very clearly dead, right?
Yeah, but Jen dead for at least a week.
A week. Okay. Is he face down or face up?
He is face down.
I'd like to flip him over and see if I can see if there's, I mean, I think we can assume, but is there any like familial resemblance to Gundren?
Give me a investigation roll.
Can I help?
Yes,
That's
you
a
can.
10.
Okay.
It-
Why don't you also give me an investigation roll then,
Okay,
Lander?
coming up. 8.
All right. Both of you look at this dwarf. Now he's been dead for a while. His blood has pooled. So as you pull him around, he's actually top heavy, because the kind of blood is pooled in his body, and he kind of wobbles, and his armor or his clothing has kind of settled in. You don't really see, interestingly enough, though, any insects or anything on the body that you would expect after a week. They're whatever might have been growing on it. However, why don't you give me medicine checks, both of you?
Okay.
Yeah, apparently pathology is not my thing.
9.
Goodness, does it seem like this guy has
And I'm
had
good at it.
gentle repose or whatever it is you do?
9.
Definitely not.
No, both of you are clearly
Roll
more
rocks.
adventurers than you are investigators. You kind of look. They turn over the body and they're like, "Yeah, that's a dwarf, all right."
Sure is dead.
Wow. Guys, I think he's dead.
As a speaker of the God of Dead, I can confirm he's in fact most sincerely dead.
Ooh, very nice.
Uh,
Wespa, what can you tell about him?
Follow the Wayback Road. All right. Okay. So yeah, you want to walk up and check them out, Finnis?
Yeah. I'll do
All right.
an investigation on him.
All right, give me an investigation roll.
16.
All right,
Nice.
Finnis. Now, you might be able to forgive Eckankar, but Flander might have been distracted by other things. Now, this cavern is wide, and
And
just as you look down, you hear in the distance.
Phenomenal acoustics.
Just as you look down, you hear in the distance this loud crashing that echoes throughout the entire chamber,
Thanks.
and you're kind of shakes you for a moment, which maybe have distracted you for a moment. But Finnis, you look down and you see the face of most likely some type of familiar similarity to Gundren.
Oh,
This may well be one of Gundren's brothers.
We probably have another rock seeker here. I'll look him over for any kind of like
Yeah, does he carry an insignia?
token or something that I can bring back to Gundren.
Looking down, you look for any type of insignia on him, and I would like you to give me an investigation roll on the search.
17.
All right, you have a great investigation roll, and your perception is highly. You have a 21 minimum since you had that shield I should have never given you. And what you see is, as you're looking at this body, this dwarf is wearing just regular traveler's clothes, like something you'd go adventuring in, but no armor or anything like that. What he's doing down here in the middle of this camp is unknown.
He is rotting.
Yeah, he's rotting for sure. Strangely enough, though,
Thanks, Fortuna.
you do note that for whatever reason, though the rest of his body has been covered in dust and starting to look grimy and dingy, his boots still look pristine.
Ooh.
I'll take these boots off of his body.
What are you
All right, you
doing?
pull the boots off one by one. They
Let's
come off.
return these to Gundren. They look like
If
nice
for nothing
boots.
else, to identify him, to Gundren, I guess.
They were made for walking.
You
You would deny these boots their purpose?
nice. You can give me an insight roll or Arcana roll to see if you can identify what these boots are.
16 insight.
All right, you're looking at these boots, and I will tell you what these are. You actually know what these are. When you pull them off, you kind of look at them and you see, this is interesting. These are boots of striding and leaping. Why were they left behind?
Ooh.
You're not sure. These boots, while you wear these boots, your speed while you wear these boots becomes 30 feet unless your walking speed is higher. And your speed is not reduced if you are encumbered or wearing heavy armor. In addition, whenever you jump, you can jump 3 times the normal distance. Now, this doesn't stack with other things that can do 3 times normal distance. So I think you already can do that, right?
Sometimes.
Right. So, but this would happen all the time. So given that you have these boots, you're not sure why they were down here. Who would like to take them, or what would you like to do with them? You can also burn them in effigy if you'd like.
Well, I think we should return them to Gundren, but they might also be an asset for this battle to come. We do have a pit, it seems, to jump across.
That's a good point. So I'm wearing the boots of the Winterlands. This is an important question. Which look better?
What's the quality of the leather?
Rolling for it.
Because mine are
the boots of the Winterland look amazing.
furred and snug and warm.
They look amazing. The way they're sculpted and crafted, they have been highly crafted by a noble person who had generated a fantastic pair of footwear. In fact, they had the little symbol of the back of a guy dunking a basketball. So that looks pretty good. But actually, to be fair, that would actually look better on the boots of striding and leaping, right? The guy wearing the back.
Jordans.
Man, I had no idea Hemo was so stylish this whole time.
But you'll see on the back of the boots of striding and springing, right? You're gonna have that guy jumping with the basketball. Get the basketball, do a slam of
He's
the
jumping
basketball.
with a warhammer. He's a
Yeah, he has a hammer.
barbarian baller.
Yeah. So So these are Nike boots of striding and springing. So you would think that the better looking boots is boots of striding and springing.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Oh, well, they are quite fancy, but I'm already wearing a pair of magical boots.
Who needs to go fast?
These boots also require attunement. So if you want to wear them, you'll require you to take a break for an hour and attune to them.
Oh, well, maybe we'll put them in our pockets until we
Yes, I don't think we have
find
the time.
ourselves a break.
If nobody else, I do not need them. I can do this with spending key, but we should probably at least bring them back to Gundren. If you want to wear them on the way back to Gundren,
Definitely.
that's probably fine.
I'll put them in my bag for now.
I'll wear them.
Do it.
You'll wear them?
I have all I have is a wand now.
Okay. All right. You're gonna swap out those boots for the boots of striding and springing, whatever they're
boots?
called. All right.
I had wand.
So you can wear them, no problem, but the effect would take
An
take
hour.
effect once you
Tune
return
to
to them.
them.
Okay.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct.
If we're gonna wait an hour, I'd like to just look around these three cot areas just to see if we can find anything.
Do we
We
even
don't-
need
we
an
don't have to
hour?
wait
Isn't
an
there a
hour.
rope? A
I
rope
don't want to wait
bridge?
an hour unless we need to.
Yeah, we won't
I'm
wait
sure
that long.
we'll have a better time for a rest further in.
Yeah, but we should look around for sure. What else is in the cots?
You look around, and as I explained to you, that what you found that basically the same thing. You find sacks of
Okay.
flour, bags of salt, casks of salted meat, lanterns, flasks of lamp oil, pickaxes, shovels, and other gear like that.
Ooh, can I take a lantern and a full flask of lamp oil?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I was
Can
thinking
I
the
fill
same
the
thing.
lantern and take an extra flask?
Yeah. So there will be. I'll tell you how many flasks of oil are total here. Oh, there's quite a many. There's 6 flasks of oil here, so you can take up to 6.
Ooh,
I'll take one.
Finnis is going to walk over and check this rope that's tied to the stalagmite over here.
All right. As you walk over and check the rope, you can see that rope extends down into a pit below.
The pit of despair.
You can see the pit down here, and you can see a cavern that go off in 2 separate directions down here. Finnis, you can see it here.
At our level.
No, that's below. That's 10,
below.
10 feet below.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do I see anything across the pit?
Yeah, looking across the pit, you look across the pit, and as you look, you can see that on the other side of the pit, this is just a wall. This does not extend. This does not continue on. This is the same wall as this. So although the
Okay.
shading might be difficult to see,
Oh, I got you. Yep.
Yeah,
You see?
get that. Okay.
it's more like a bowl that goes straight down, and it's like where you can kind of go down below here or go down
Yeah,
below
so sort of a path,
here. Right.
southeast or
Finnis,
northwest.
though, you do sense something odd as you look across the pit, and what that is you hear some buzzing sounds, and I want just Finnis for right now to roll me initiative.
Oh no.
11.
All right, I am going at 16. So let me put, and everyone will get into the initiative fray next round as this immediate round takes place.
oh, what?
It was nice to
One,
know you,
two.
Finnis.
Oh boy.
No, it's just a bunch of bees. But Finnis is allergic.
All right.
Oh no!
Suddenly, from holes on the side of the rock, like little turning burrowed holes that are not
Oh,
much
gross.
bigger than maybe an inch or 2 across, these birds come fluttering out. They
Birds.
flap their wings.
Oh no.
And they come flying across, and they all
Oh,
seem to be
God.
converging on Finnis.
Do they look nosy?
They do look nosy.
They look
Yes.
like they are blood-sucking birds.
You bloodsuckers. All right. They come flying across. They fly at 40. So they were going to be here in no time. So this one here is going to fly immediately to you.
Since they're so small, are they able to share a square?
Yeah, they
as well?
can. They
Mm.
actually can.
It's kind of like a swarm.
Yeah. They're not necessarily a swarm, but they just come flying over really, really fast. You see them suddenly come fluttering all around you.
It would always
40
be easier
40
if they were
feet.
swarm.
Yeah, 40 feet is quite the easy distance for them. Those guys come flying across. These ones over here, though, they fly out to here, and they come like swooping around. They're suddenly been awakened, and they're searching for other creatures to attack. So right now they moved that distance and they're searching. But those ones that are all on you, Finnis, they are attacking you. Your armor class
God.
is pretty good, though.
Come at me, birds.
All right, there is 6 of them, I believe, on you.
Yes.
All right.
Like Hitchcock up in here.
Yeah. All right. They actually have a +5 to attack. That's quite good.
Jeez.
So they're
Really?
armor class
And they're
21.
that small?
21 will hit.
Oh, and an armor class 23.
Yes.
2 of them move in and they are on top of you. They are right there next to you. Boom. As they launch in on you, they grapple onto you and their beaks burrow into you. You suddenly, these things stab into you and you suddenly lose 1d4 plus 3 hit points each for
That's not nothing.
10 total hit points due to blood loss. Starts sucking it out of you.
Gross.
All right. The
Yeah.
other ones are on the loose. Finnis, given your fantastic ability to spot things, you might not have been able to spot this if you were anybody else, but you, with your ability to see everything, suddenly sees something awaken and bubble. It kind of up on top of the ceiling. You see a ichor, a black ichor, that looks slightly cracked. In between the cracks is a kind of almost a phosphorescent red. It it's floating. It almost looks like a lake floating on the ceiling. It ripples.
That can't
Kind
be
of see
good.
it gets suddenly appears.
Oh God.
That brings us
Uh,
to Finnis.
Gross.
What are you going to do? Surrounded by these creatures, 2 of them attached to you.
I will call out to everybody.
You probably all heard you when those things stabbed
Big
you.
problem. Yeah. Bigger
Everything's
problem than
bad.
just the birds. And then I'll go ahead and cast Spirit Guardians.
Nice.
All right. Spirit Guardians is at what radius? 10 feet?
It's a 15-foot radius.
Perfect. All right. Let's put a radius. You want to give yourself a 15-foot radius on your character?
Yeah, I can do that.
I think you can do it. I think you can do it yourself, right?
Yes, sir.
Yep. Yeah. Okay.
15 foot.
That attacks anything in that radius, right?
Yes.
We call this
Pretty good.
in the previous.
Oh wow, you get so many of them.
Pre-dragon encounter.
Perfect. So you cast
So-
them.
They all need to make a wisdom save, 14 DC, or they
Okay.
take 15 necrotic damage.
That's awesome.
Nice.
There are 6 of them on you right now. 14. All right. 1 made it.
If they make it, they take half.
Okay. And what is half damage?
7.
Let's be 7.
All right. By casting that spell, you find that most of these creatures, all of them, in
Oh,
fact,
nice.
are perished.
Oh, cool.
It affected him. Nice job.
And the
Just-
demonic ooze.
Does that guy get hit? The bigger one?
You should.
What is it that is this a spear or what is it exactly that it produces?
So what happens is I call forth. Well, right now, because I got this cool sword, it's going to be fiendish entities that swirl around me, just striking at everything
Nice.
nearby.
Dope.
That is-
Tiny Fortunas.
Okay.
Oh, one was bad enough.
That is. Oh, I gotta
Uh,
somehow grab that one and move it. It's not always easy to grab just the one. Here, actually, I'm gonna move you for 1 second because I can grab this and move it. Did I get them all? Okay, I did.
Yep.
Okay, cool. Sorry about that.
and then
All right.
after that, and then the demonic ooze take a save.
Yep. Let me make it save. It easily failed its save. How much damage do you do to this demonic ooze? What kind of damage do you do to this demonic ooze? Necrotic?
Necrotic, yes.
All right.
But I ignore the resistance if they have it.
Nice. And how much damage do you do to it?
If he failed, 15.
All right.
Otherwise, 7. And then any creatures in my sight line, I can choose to exclude from the aura. I can see Gashar, Hemo, and Ek. So
Okay.
those guys, you guys shouldn't be hurt by my fiends, but the rest of you might if you get too close.
Oh, how long does that last?
Looks like a minute. Oh, up to 10 minutes. It's pretty
Wow.
long.
Wow.
All right.
I'm actually going to move back and try to get these other guys in it too.
Perfect. Is it when they enter? What's
It's when they start their turn. So it'd be
right.
when they start their turn next
Right.
time. But I'll
So
be
they're
back
not
here.
quite dead yet. This thing moves out. It's floating across the ceiling.
Oh, how high is the ceiling?
The ceiling here is 20 feet tall in this particular cavern.
You might not have
Maybe
actually
it
hit
wouldn't
that
have
guy.
been hit by
then.
by my 15.
Is it
foot
only
radius.
is only 5 foot, like a 5 foot
15
area?
foot
Oh, is it 15
aura.
foot? It says, yeah, 20. Okay, good. 15 foot aura. That makes sense. So it'd be 15 feet up. I'm gonna give him his hit points back. Thanks for giving me.
Dang it. But it's realistic.
Yeah.
We've gotten them.
All right, this thing is rumbling across the top. All right, let's have everybody else roll initiative.
Here we go.
Let's go.
Gotta go fast.
Dang it.
22.
Eckankar! I'm like running towards you with all these demons swirling around, and you're
Like,
probably
what?
just like, whoa!
Like,
What?
I'm rolling like crap tonight. This is not going to
Star,
go
what'd you
well.
get?
6.18.
Okay. Flander, what'd you get?
5.
5.
Thank you
Okay.
for that.
Wow. Yes, that's awesome.
I
Eckankar,
got
what'd you get?
Eckankar got a 0.
He bravely runs in last.
Unbelievable. Hemo,
Matt,
you get
that
to start. Hemo, you get to start as this creature comes lumbering across the ceiling at you.
Hemo doesn't lumber. Hemo springs into action.
You don't have those boots on, so you're gonna have to spring on your own merit.
And he does. He's very dexy now, even more. He's going to do an intelligence attack and do a firebolt at the ooze. He puts his sword away and does a firebolt.
All right, so you're gonna do a firebolt at the demonic ooze.
Yep.
Go for it. What armor class did you hit?
22 to hit.
That will hit the creature.
I do 14 points fire damage.
14 points of fire damage. I gotta see if it actually does any damage to this thing.
I like the sound of
It's
that.
going to take some of that damage.
Okay.
Okay. Boom.
Um,
It kind of shimmers a little bit as you hit it. All right.
I think I'm
is
gonna
that all you're
step-
gonna do, Hemo?
I'm just going to step up a little bit to sort of form a line with Geshar here. Actually, I'll get up next to him.
Perfect. Finnis, you are next in line, and everybody else did poorly. What are you gonna do?
Didn't the birds come before me?
Oh, they do go for you. I moved them because they're all gonna perish when they.
They're all gonna die.
I did not. I did not do that.
Their
But
turn starts and ends.
yeah, the turn starts and they perish. You see them they actually pop like a.
Nice. With necrotic.
You see like some
damage.
leathers just.
little
I look
spear.
over, I'm just like, what? What was that?
As you see birds popping all around you.
What's up with those spirits? They look different.
Nice. What Finnis, it is your turn. I apologize. Go ahead.
Okay, so I will run kind of back towards the ooze, not too close. Well, he's still on the ceiling, but I'm going to look up at him and cast Toll the Dead.
All right,
Save 14.
Casting saving throw of 14.
Yep.
And what kind of damage does that do?
Necrotic.
All right, you hit it for damage. It is injured as well. So how much damage do you do?
That's going to be
Damage, right?
should be pretty
that-
good. I just gonna
No, hit him for the
2d12.
12 damage.
If it's 2d12 for 15 necrotic damage. Is
15
what it's gonna
necrotic
take.
damage. Right, nice. All right, you hit it. It goes quivers.
If he
Weird.
drops down and comes at us, he might be taking damage.
All right. Let's see. 2, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. this thing crawls across the ceiling. It goes crawls across the ceiling over here. Hemo. It extends these pseudopod sort of things that go shooting out toward you.
Gross.
When it does so, it's going to try to strike into you. Let's see what it does.
My new AC is 17, and if I cast shield, it becomes 22, just so you know.
That is awesome.
That's a big booster shield.
All right.
Yeah, it is.
Can you
It's
cast
like
that
the
on me?
T1000.
All right. He hits you. He will possibly hit you once. Do you want to extend a shield in room 1 of the adventure module?
No, but I will try a short sword parry with my short sword of parry.
Go for it.
Parry.
To add a D4 to my AC. 2. AC becomes 19.
AC becomes 19. Your weapon reaches up to parry it. All right. You reach up to touch to grab, to redirect the creature. Unfortunately, your parry does not succeed because it hit armor class 16 plus 6, which is 22.
Jeez.
Ugh.
So you're going to take maximum bludgeoning damage of 9. I rolled really high for damage. I'm kind of fearful for you guys right now. And we do not want a trend where that continues. That is for sure. And then
Please no.
you are hit for 14 psychic damage as it strikes into you, and your brain almost short circuits as some kind of, you almost feel like it's overwhelming your senses. All right.
Oh, geez.
Your weapon, you tried to parry it, but you missed it. Attacked it. Boom. Sing. And it goes.
One touch.
All right.
Touch is bad.
Bad touch.
All right. And now it's going to get it. Now it's going to get a chance to grab you. So give me an opposed check, and you get this at disadvantage.
Oh my gosh. Disadvantaged. An escape throw.
Yes, you can use acrobatics or athletics.
Oh,
Worst I got was a 12.
The worst you got was a 12. All right. You see that Hemo has been hoisted up to the ceiling. Whoop.
Oh no.
Hemo dragged up to the ceiling beneath it. And I will give you a marker. I don't really remember which one is which. So for now, we're just going to give you the pink marker to say you are hoisted up to the ceiling. You are considered grappled.
Beep.
All right. That is Gashar. Gashar, what are you going to do?
Well, dang it. The question: what is southeast here? Is this a corridor leading?
Oh,
away?
I did not. I should have revealed that spot. My fault. That is actually just leads to a dead end. It's a kind of an indentation.
Just a little bit indented.
Yeah.
That's fine. And how far does this thing reach down from the ceiling? Or is it right up against the ceiling?
It's right up against the ceiling, 20 feet up. It literally is like, it's only a few inches deep. And then it kind of, what happens, it kind of coils, it kind of coils together. It goes like in a little ball and then shoots these pseudopods down. It actually makes one attack, technically. It goes and shoots it right at Hemo and just draw him right up.
Pulls him up there.
And you see Hemo sort of almost like stuck to it. It's like trying to engulf it.
Tricky. Well,
Yeah.
will draw my heavy crossbow. That's a free item interaction, right?
Yep. Drawing a weapon
And
is
then I will take a shot.
has it loaded?
It isn't. So is that an action to load? Wait, I thought that was part of the
I don't know.
action.
I'm
I
asking.
think I think it's different with a heavy one. I think a heavy one, it's an action.
Just double check. But for now, I'll let you shoot. Go ahead and shoot this round, and then we'll worry about it later. So yeah, you draw your weapon and fire. Go for it.
Alrighty.
It's not the greatest armor class, but it does technically have cover because he's sort of kind of wrapping around Hemo right now.
Oh my god. Critted.
Yes.
So total of 12 points of piercing damage.
Oh, that's awesome. You strike into like one of its pods and it's on the side. And it goes and it gets shimmers and shakes as you strike into the demonic creature. You don't think that this creature has the resistances that some of the other demons, like demons that typically have normal weapon resistances or immunities. This creature seems to take that damage. How much damage do you do it? 12?
Yep, 12 points of piercing.
All right. All right, that brings us
It
to
does say that drawing ammunition is part of the attack.
perfect. Fortuna, what do you got to do? Yeah, I wasn't sure with the heavy. I wasn't sure. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Well, she has her wand out, and she is going to fire 2 Eldritch Blast.
Go for it.
Hoota!
If I can.
Yeah, get me down from here.
What armor
It's like a
class did you
smoker
hit?
in Left 4 Dead.
Yeah, I'm hanging.
What armor class did you hit, Mike?
It's rough.
Ugh.
12.
12 each?
Mm-hmm.
You did not hit them even without the cover. You actually would have missed. But with having basically Hemo's up against the ceiling and it's all around it, and it's like,
I don't.
yeah.
I ignore cover.
Oh, you ignore cover? Well, then never mind. But you still missed.
Okay.
So. All right. So that is Fortuna. That is Flander.
Oh,
Flander.
I'm also going to move.
Okay. You want to run closer to it?
Yeah, no.
Oh, your tag says Waif on that one. Do you want to change it to Fortuna?
Yeah, I grabbed the wrong.
That's okay. Just change the title on it. That's fine. All right. That is Fortuna. Flander.
Flanders is
Casterly, formerly known.
going to move up to here and cast Ray of Frost at it.
Get him.
Go ahead and give him a frosty.
Give him a Frosty.
He gets stunned. with
24 crit.
Ooh,
Wow,
It's
we
frozen.
critting all over.
drop creatures.
Nice. Wait. Okay. So he crit.
Holy cow.
And 16 points of damage.
Oh, that is nice.
Flander.
Oh my goodness.
Well,
You-
actually, yeah, it's 2d8 damage, so it's full
it
damage.
doubled that. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah,
So it
that-
looks like it did.
that
4
is
plus 4
awesome.
Times 2.
Mhm.
Hemo's up there next to it. Does it look like the frost did more than the fire?
it looks like the frost did no damage.
Oh.
Oh,
Can you hit it with something else?
I like
Don't think it's
Flander.
how was I supposed to know it was resistant to cold?
I don't know what it's
Immune to
resistant
cold.
to at all.
This is how you know.
Well, we know it. We know it's immune to cold.
Now we know.
All right.
You need to do a recall knowledge.
Yeah. You can recall now. You can do an investigation on it.
Yeah.
Flander went
Or just shoot
Eckankar. We can do it. We do recall knowledge. Right? Eckankar, what are you gonna do?
Eckankar has nothing at range that he can really do.
Eckankar is in true paladin form of Ilmater. He's gonna give up.
Yeah, I leave.
He's like, I'm out.
I'm out.
Sorry guys.
Hey, call me when this ooze thing is over with. No, what do you think, sir?
I want to essentially because Hemo is also 20 feet up, right?
Yeah. Well, he's pinned up against the ceiling, so he's in the 20-foot square. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So I want to run up, stand. Essentially, I'll be like right there, but I
Okay,
want to
yep.
be under Hemo.
Yeah.
And if he falls, I want to catch him so he doesn't like smack on the ground.
Yeah. Technically, Hemo's underneath the creature.
Okay.
But, we're putting that's fine.
Hemo's
All right.
struggling, trying to get his feet on the ceiling.
Yeah.
All right.
I want. Yeah. I want to be under there so I can like catch him so he doesn't take
All
fall
right,
I have a
damage.
silly idea.
Round
Oh,
refresh us.
give me a
Hemo.
sec.
That's all you're doing. Is there anything else you want to do, Eckankar?
Would you call like readying to catch him as an action,
Yeah,
or
yeah.
could I? Okay,
that's
then
exactly
yeah,
what
I
we're
just
doing.
want to move, ready to catch him.
And then you can use your reaction to catch him, right? Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Now, and if you make the catch, which will be a pretty low DC, then you take no damage, basically.
Yep, that's
All right,
yeah. I
That's
just
cool
want to make sure.
because it's only 20 feet up. It's not that high.
Yeah,
If-
every hit point matters at this point.
yeah, for sure. All right, so you do that. Hemo. Before you begin, this thing is pinned up against you. Its corrosive form is wrapping around your body. I need
Ow.
you to. So give me a wisdom save.
Wisdom.
Yep.
Interesting.
Oh, that
you
was
do
at
get a-
disadvantage.
And you do get a plus. No, it's 10 feet, so never mind.
I guess that's a 5.
Well, okay. For the armor, you get a save. Okay. Your armor gets a save. What happens is that as this resonance of evil is soaking around you, your armor begins quivering. It's taking on the demonic energies of this thing. It is right now a -1 to its armor class, as it is under what's it called here?
Water.
It is demonically warped.
Oh my
Your
god.
armor is
weird.
-1 lower, and you
Don't have
until
a
you
spell to
figure
fix
out
that.
how to fix that. Right now, that's what happens. Now it's your turn.
What?
What are you
All
gonna
right.
do?
Here's a rules question.
Yep.
We are underground. We are
Yes.
both stuck to the ceiling. Does
Yep.
would earth tremor affect this creature on the ceiling?
I say that because he's on the ground of a ceiling. That you could do that.
Because it specifically says that loose earth or stone becomes difficult terrain. So I'm assuming that loose earth or stone is kind of what it's made for, right?
Yeah, I mean, I would say what you're trying to make it where it travels to be difficult to.
I want to attempt to knock him prone with earth tremor because we're stuck to the top of a cave.
That's pretty creative. I love it. So yeah, what I'm gonna do is, do they normally get a save to this?
A dex save, yeah.
Yeah, if he fails his dex save, he'll lose. He might. How big is the area of effect?
10 feet.
Yep, I think because it covers his body, I think that'll work. Let me
right.
make my save.
Dude,
It's
I've
a
got
dex
hands
save.
free because I'm not restrained. I've got my mouth free.
cool move, dude.
That is cool.
Plants his feet on the ceiling and casts
It's-
the spell and pushes.
Its weird body is so viscous and how way it lumbers. It has almost no dexterity. It's just moving.
Yeah,
And
that makes sense.
you basically go shimmer. You see the whole top is shimmer. Eckankar, as you can see flakes of dirt and dust and cracks, kind of little dirt pebbles falling all around you. You can kind of see it, and you see them underneath you. Now, here's the thing, Eckankar, because you readied an action to catch him, I'm going to give you the option of trying to catch him or jumping out of the way. You're kind of ready,
Yeah, I'll try to catch him.
That's the hero we all know. and
Okay.
love.
Okay. All I need you to do is give me you can give me a acrobatics check, and the acrobatics check is 10.
Acrobatics or athletics?
He's trying to catch him, right? I guess you can go. I know. I'll give you a choice: acrobatics or athletics. I'll do you choose.
I think I'm gonna go athletics.
Okay,
I'm not a leaper,
go ahead.
Oh no!
What'd you roll?
That one! I want to use.
spend a point of luck.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
What happened?
I got a nat 1, but I'm gonna spend some.
What are you going to
uh,
spend?
I think I'm gonna take my inspiration on that one.
You're going to take your inspiration on that? Okay.
Yeah.
Nat
Nat 20! 27!
All right.
Wow.
What
Okay.
a wild night.
Nice. This is going to be a crazy night. All right. So here's what happens. This thing,
Oh,
all of a sudden,
man.
it goes, it kind of peels off the wall. You see these little pseudopods kind of
Coming
stretching out a couple
down.
inches. And all of a sudden, this whole 10 by 10 area falls down. All right. Both Finnis and the demonic ooze are going to take half damage. Hold on. But then we'll
Hemo?
resolve that. All right. So you're each going to take possibly 2 hit points. It definitely will take that.
I take 2 hit points. Oh no. Worth
All right,
it.
so you're going to take Hemo. You take 2 hit points as Eckankar grabs you. Now, here's what I want Eckankar to do. Because he used his strength to grab you, he's going to get a chance to rip you free of the demonic ooze because he rolled that 20. So just give me
nice.
an athletics check to rip him out, and you might be able to roll free of him and literally have Hemo in your arms.
All right. Oh, I hope. 17?
Yeah. So what happens is, as you the thing comes flying down, you're waiting for him, right? And you're like, you grab him, and the thing starts oozing, slamming all around you. You launch back. You are both prone on the ground right now, and you are both sitting back here side by side. This creature's on the ground. It's prone, but
Covered
it's
in
immune
dirt,
to
I
prone.
presume.
Oh my
you guys
god,
are prone on the
amazing.
ground, and Hemo.
Brought you a
and Eckankar are
present,
not.
Eckankar.
All right,
How much dirt landed on him, if any?
nice.
Oh, the earth or stone becomes difficult terrain, so I'm assuming there's just a shower of rock and stone.
Right.
Rock and
Is
stone.
he visible right now, or is he like? covered up. with
The
bunch.
creature?
Yeah.
No, the creature's there. It's just
Okay.
it's falling around him, and it doesn't do a whole lot of damage. It's just creating a kind of, think of it like
A lot of
2
dust,
inch,
though.
like a 2-inch indentation up on the roof, kind of crushing down.
Yep. Okay. Perfect.
All right, that brings us to, that was a great spell. That was awesome. So that was Hemo.
really cool.
You cast a spell. All that happened. You technically have a move left. You are flat on the ground.
I'm gonna stand up and draw my other sword.
All right. So you stand up, shing, grab another sword. You are now not prone. That brings us to Finnis. This creature is now on the ground. It's actually partially wrapped around this stalagmite here.
Ooh. I will. I'm going to take a couple steps forward, so he's in my shroud.
That's awesome.
Oh, by the way, he's also got I think 10-foot slower move speed when he's in that area.
You excluded all
Um,
3 of us, I presume.
Well,
I
actually,
excluded you,
Finnis,
Flander and Fortuna would take damage.
yeah, Finnis, the ceiling is actually difficult terrain, not the floor. But you're talking about
No,
your spell,
the spell.
but your
My
spell.
spell, yeah, it
Okay,
also
good to
reduces
know.
movement speed.
Awesome.
But so I'll do that, and then I'll just cast another Toll the Dead on him, 14 Wisdom.
All right. First of all, what do I make for my save for that area? Oh, that's when he starts his turn, right?
Yeah,
So
when he starts his turn.
14 wisdom. Oh, he's going to fail that. These guys, there's not a lot of demonic ooze priests around. There's not very many of them.
Takes 23 necrotic damage.
Oh my
That's
goodness.
nice.
That is awesome.
Dude, you've been rolling so well recently.
Yeah. You're on
That
fire.
sword is quite something.
Yeah.
He hasn't even drawn a sword yet.
I do have a new level 8 feature, Divine Strike, where if I hit with it,
Hold on.
I
What we're gonna do is
extra
when we're done with this
damage.
battle, we're gonna go back and because I forgot we didn't do our stuff for our.
Mhm.
So we're gonna go through all
Sure.
of our stuff. So we'll just assume we've already told everybody about your new abilities because I'm gonna have to retro that. So
Either way, I'm assuming that his new Divine Strike is demon based off of his crazy sword.
Yeah.
nice. All right, that is finished. Oh, it's turn now.
Now it makes another Wisdom save.
Does it have to get up?
Sorry. No, it's
Yeah,
immune
just
to
like ooze.
immune to being prone. It's actually immune to it. All right, it
Oh,
fails its
man.
wisdom save. How much damage does it take being in your demonic or your devilish aura?
Another 15 necrotic.
Oh my goodness, dude. That is
Jeez.
awesome.
Good job, Finnis.
The thing
Yeah.
just quivers.
Finnis is just necrotic damaging
All right.
everything.
Boiling away.
It's
Dealing
turn.
so much.
It's turn. Finnis. Yeah, it's going to do this because it's kind of mindless in many ways. It's going to launch out and grab at you. It's going to miss with its pod. And it gets to, I'm going to make sure I don't have anything else I'm failing to do with this creature.
So it did the hemo and I sidestepped that nonsense.
Nice. Yeah, that's awesome. All right, it missed, completely missed. So that is, but it will actually, because it's dumb, it's mindless. Basically, it just goes. And it can. You said it's difficult terrain through there, right?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Never mind.
Okay, thanks. Gashar, it's your turn. Did you do the damage to whoever needed to get done? Finish from your aura. From
These
the
three
players?
should be okay. It's just Flander and Fortuna that should be.
Speaking of which, do we feel
Not
anything
safe.
while we're like in this? Like, like what's going on?
I'm thinking of
You-
like
the
at the end
hairs
of-
on your neck stand up and you feel like you are in trouble. If your mom isn't
Can we
is,
see
is
this?
calling you in trouble.
Can we see him
There's
like
little
flying around?
spirits flying around, right?
Yeah, so those little demony
They're
guys
just not
swirling
attacking
around.
us. They're just sort of swimming past us through the air.
I'm
Yeah.
picturing it like at the end of Raiders.
Indiana Jones.
And
Yeah.
I'm thinking
Oh,
like
yeah.
literally Finnis looks up, he's beautiful, and, and then the creature's like, that's
All those birds melted.
yeah, that's what happens. Those creatures the birds are like melted like wax. I love that movie, but that special effect needed some work. It's still
Yeah.
I mean, for practical effect, it was awesome.
It was like what the early 80s.
Yeah, no, they when you watch back at it, you're like, you get it, but it's still awesome. All right,
Gashar
that
We'll walk
was
up.
Gashar, what are you gonna do?
He'll drop the crossbow and he'll walk up and hit it with his moonlight staff.
All right.
20 will hit, I presume.
Yes.
10 points of bludgeoning.
All right. Immediately. Hold on.
Yeah,
I'm going to tell you something before you go.
All
It is 10 points of bludgeoning.
Yeah.
That's fine. The moment you hit it, though,
Yep.
your weapon
Oh no!
that you struck with, it is as you pull it, you pull back, the thing is kind of stuck to it.
Oh boy!
All right. Because you're using a weapon, I need you to give me a dexterity save.
Ooh! All right, dexterity saving throw. There we go. 20.
All right. Cool. Nothing happens to your weapon.
Okay.
Okay.
I pulled it back out basically.
Yeah.
Be careful.
All right. Well,
What are you gonna do?
He does take the one hit, and he tries to hit him a second time.
All right. What'd you get?
11.
No, that does not hit.
Misses. Okay. All right. Well, that's his 2 attacks. He has a bonus action.
You want to kick it?
I do not. After that stickiness effect, I think
You don't
he's
think it was
not gonna-
sticking. You think it was grabbing at your weapon.
Yeah, same idea. I think he'd grab my foot. So he will step back into the square that he was just in. He's thinking maybe I will grab my crossbow.
All right. It's going to take its attack of opportunity on you.
But
Oh, no.
I have the
Mobile feet. Ha.
mobile feet, and so
I am stopping to give everybody. No, that's pretty funny. That's awesome. I'm going to get my attack of opportunity on you, but no, that's fine. Cool. All right.
He's
Nice
just-
job,
I just don't
Bashar.
provoke.
Fortuna.
Sonic.
What are you gonna do?
All right. So
Almost took Sentinel to ignore people's disengages.
It's pretty cool.
yep, she can target. All right, another couple Eldritch blasts come
Boom,
flying out.
boom. Go for it.
Critical
Ooh, yes.
Wow.
for 11.
All right. When you hit it, this thing, as you hit it, this thing goes kind of just becomes, it just kind of starts spreading. And you can see Finnis kind of take a half a step back as the water kind of comes right under his feet.
Gross.
It just becomes liquefied.
Don't like it.
Somebody put it in a jar. Apply it to your weapon later.
No, this thing did something weird to my armor. Is it still messed up?
Yes.
Oh, dear.
You're not sure how long it's going to last. You haven't done any investigation on it. What happens is you look at your armor every once in a very, you maybe seen it once when you look down. You see this little bit of a like an energy ripple that goes.
Weird.
Your
Can
armor
is gonna-
I make like a check to see if I would know if lesser restoration would get rid of that?
Give me a check. I think in this particular case, I'm going to go with a Arcana check.
13. Not great.
All right. Looking at the creature, you're looking at it. You're like, you're not sure about this creature and what the effect is. You know about Arcana in some way, but nothing has come to mind. You're like, I don't know what this is.
Eck is gonna reach his hand. He's still prone. He's gonna reach his hand up to Hemo. He's like, "Can I a little help?"
Oh, yeah, I can pick up Eck off the ground.
He said, "I don't ever want to do that again." It looked awful.
No, I didn't want to be hanging up there any longer than I needed to be. Thanks for being there.
It was a very good move.
All right. And before we go any farther, because I forgot at the beginning of the adventure, because we were so excited, we're going to take a moment now that we've completed that combat to kind of get everybody a little update on our level 8. So we'll go around real quick and get everybody kind of an update on what we had for our level 8 level ups. I was so excited to get in the way back. Okay, I forgot. So let's just kind of go through real quick and start with Hemo. Hemo, what are you going to be doing for your level 8?
So at level 8, Hemo took 2 more points in dexterity to get him up to 20. He's Dexy and he knows it.
Jeez.
I also got 1 other spell. Every few levels, Eldritch Knight gets a spell from any wizard class, not just evocation or abjuration. So I picked Misty Step, so I could
Really good.
appear or disappear at will. And then I swapped one of my old spells for Earth Tremor.
Yeah,
Um,
as we
in
saw.
hopes of getting
Yeah.
So people are probably
hopes of
how
getting-
did Hemo do that? But we didn't cover that earlier. That's our fault. Sorry. That's my
Yeah,
fault.
I took Earth Tremor in hopes of knocking some combatants over to get advantage on them for Elven accuracy.
Nice.
And
So
it
hopefully
worked
that works.
beautiful. That was awesome.
Yeah,
Cool.
it was really good.
All right, Finnis. Other than being a slave to a devil, what do you got going on?
Got some more cleric features like divine strike, adding d8 necrotic damage to my weapon attacks. A couple more spells. Actually, I did get a bigger selection of spells at level 8, and
Did you take a feat?
it's just a lot of them. I did take a feat instead of a ability score increase. I took tough because my hit points were lacking.
Yeah, you were a little bit low, and that happens sometimes. That's a good feat for you, actually.
Yeah.
Gashar, what do you got going on? Other than being tainted by the shadow, what's going on?
So yeah, you got a few more hit points, obviously, and took ability score improvement this time. So his Dex and Wisdom were both odd previously, odd numbers at 17 and 13. So
I mean, Gashar was just odd in general.
he's a little odd, but he bumped those back up, both up to even numbers. So he got a boost to his bonus for both Dex and Wisdom,
That's awesome.
and then he got one more key point. So yeah, his AC is up. Some of his what do you call it? DCs are up for his abilities.
Cool.
And he's got more hit points.
Cool. Fortuna, what do you got going on?
So a couple more hit points, didn't roll all that great. She took Spell Sniper for a feat,
Nice.
which gives her a cantrip with an attack roll from any school, any spell list. So she brought her old friend Eldritch Blast back.
Yeah, that's pretty much what happens. So
Mhm.
people are probably wondering, where is Eldritch Blast coming in, right?
Exactly.
So-
But now all her spell ranges for her attacks are doubled.
Ooh.
So
Oh wow.
she can
That's-
hit from really far away.
Yeah. Of course, as a warlock, you get a whole bunch of stuff to add to Eldritch Blast where you just get the one spell, but it's still pretty powerful.
Yeah, it's force damage, which is always nice. So-
Yeah, and very few things are immune or even resistant.
and two
to that.
attacks with it. So.
Yeah, so that's cool. Awesome. Flander,
And
what
a
do you got?
couple more spell slots.
Cool. Flander, what do you got going on?
Yeah, well, I've got an ability score improvement, so that's kicking my charisma up to 19, so I get 5 bardic
Ooh.
inspirations.
Nice.
And 2 new spells. I'm taking Mirror Image and Charm Monster.
Flander, that's awesome. You got some pretty cool stuff going on there.
Yep, Mirror
Uh,
Image, there's safety in numbers.
Nice. Eckankar, you are the last one, and I think it's because you rolled that initiative roll of 0.
Yeah, I don't want to talk about that. I didn't get a feat or ability score improvement just because I multi-classed.
Yeah.
And since we've been in the midst of fighting, I've been away from the temple. I took another level of fighter. So I gain action surge.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
Ooh.
So you gained action
Second
surge.
surge?
Yeah, I gain
Ekin
action surge.
More Ek
Ekin
per
surge.
turn.
Nice.
Ekin surge.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Sounds
All right.
appropriate.
Ekin surge it is. So now we're gonna see some major smiting happening. Smite,
Bam,
smite,
bam,
smite,
bam,
smite,
bam.
smite.
Second smite.
Bam, bam, bam.
Ekin smite,
And,
Ekin surge. All
You
right.
got second wind.
All right. So thanks for
Yeah.
letting us to take a little break and get everybody up to speed. I'll put a little notice about when you cast your Eldritch Blast underneath because people will be
Little
like,
asterisk.
"What?" Yeah. Okay. So cool. I'll have to put some notes on the screen. Cool. So coming back to our adventure as we took a detour because I was mind frazzled there for a moment. All right. What happens as this creature lays waste on the ground? All of those flying birds almost instantly evaporated, almost as if Alan should never have wasted his time putting them on the map.
He spent
Right.
What are you guys going to do now? How long does that spell last,
10
Finnis?
10 minutes.
So you want to hold on to it. Right now, we have been barely not even a minute in since you just had a couple rounds and the stuff happened.
We had
What are you
a lot
guys
of noise,
going to
though,
do?
didn't we?
Yeah, and we won't count the time that we reviewed your character's backgrounds.
So
What are you-
gracious of you. Yeah.
All right, what are you guys going to do?
Well, let's push forward. I can keep this effect going. It might come in handy.
What did you see down here?
I didn't get a good look before I got jumped, but there's passageways.
You can see the northeast section of the cavern has collapsed, forming a 10-foot wide, 20-foot deep pit. It's 20 feet deep. My apologies. A sturdy hemp rope is tied off around a nearby stalagmite and dangles down the side of the pit, at the bottom of which is a rough-hewn tunnel heading northwest and east.
I will try to climb down the rope.
All right. With the rope and the way it is, you should be able to climb down easily enough.
Okay.
I'll climb down after, even though climbing things is always a little anxiety-inducing for Hemo.
It's 20 feet down, and I will Finnis. I will reveal a little bit more of the area.
So I'll call up to Flander and Fortuna to tell them to keep their distance while these spirits are around.
Oh, that's
Joshar
true.
jumps down. So he sort of slides down carefully on the wall and doesn't damage himself.
All right, I'm trying to give you a rough cut of what you see down there. You can see the tunnel exists, goes beyond. And you can probably see a little bit farther, Finnis, because you can see how far.
I got full dark vision.
Okay.
I don't know. Does the shield give me extra distance?
60 feet.
60 feet, it's
the
just dark
regular
vision, but yeah.
I don't think the
Yeah.
sentinel shield gives me.
Yeah, I
more
think it's just
distance.
60 feet, right? So
Yeah.
you get to see down there. It kind of opens up into a space, and you can see there's a corridor going up from there. What do you, Hemo and Fortuna and Flander are still at the top of the dungeon?
Yeah, Hemo will climb
far,
down.
All right, Hemo, as you climb down, there is a sudden voice that booms. As you hear this kind of crash, boom!
Oh yeah!
Kind of all over the place. It sounds like. Why don't you guys all give me a perception roll?
So like the Kool-Aid Man.
Oh,
Oh no.
in fact, the tunnel is in the shape.
Yeah, for the Kool-Aid Man. He just ran through the mountain.
That's how they burrowed it out. They hired the Kool-Aid Man to run down, like run into that mountain.
Here we are.
All
This is
right,
like pretty
what
good
are your perceptions? Oh, not the greatest perceptions. Mike with a 4, Graham with a 9, Eric with a 9.
But we're
Nate,
up on top of it.
Nate goes big.
Eckankar got a 17.
17, and Cameron with a 13. Okay.
For those of you who got a
Kevin,
29
21.
For those of you who got a 15 or higher, you
21.
think that boom, that bang you're hearing is waves crashing against rock.
Cool.
Mm.
And echoing.
Yeah.
I'm starting to understand the name of this cave.
Yeah, I get it.
This
All right,
is
but-
very on the nose.
Yeah. Yeah.
Finnis will look around at everybody and go, well, shall we press on? And he'll take a step towards like
All right.
underneath that little archway.
As you go to move, you hear a echoing voice from down both tunnels at the same time, from the point tunnel you're going toward and from the tunnel behind you, and all around you, kind of echoing throughout the chamber. You hear this, no, no, no. You hear this all over, this voice all around you. You should not have come here. You misunderstand my intentions. It's kind of echoing all around you, as if like somebody's shouting, but nobody here is shouting at you. Could it be somebody invisible shouting at you from nearby? You're not sure. I mean no harm to your petty village. This is merely a means to an end, a source for my needs. My enemies are far from here. It's all over your place. But should you cross my threshold, I will have no choice but to consider you and that little Phandelver my enemies. You have dealt with King Grohl. That was your true enemy. Turn back now, and all is forgiven.
Good point.
Okay, ciao. I'm out.
That's
Hemo
what you hear.
says, it's a little late now to not involve Phandelver.
Right, that's what you hear. Finnis, as you step to this area, I would like you to make me a charisma savings throw.
Oh no.
My worst one.
Oh no.
It's an 8.
Oh,
And you are
I'm
not
gonna-
within
I'm-
10 feet of
no, no,
Eckankar.
you are not.
All right,
I'm gonna make a luck roll on that one.
you can't.
I can't.
No, because immediately upon failing, something happens.
Oh no.
You don't even get to react with luck.
Shit.
Here's what happens.
What?
You see Finnis take a step, right? Take a step past the threshold. Suddenly, the sword springs into his hand, raising,
Crap.
almost glancing across the
Oh,
top
no,
of the 10-foot
no, no,
passage
no.
here. He stands
Oh,
looking
no.
up, his back facing you, his long white hair draping over his armor. He bends down, kneeling, kind of like moving forward, his hand on his forehead, his sword tucked in, his shield tucked, kind of guarding his face. I don't know if you're right or left-handed, but I think you're right-handed. Whatever the case is. And suddenly he's overwhelmed as he falls to his knees. Finnis stands. As you look at your hands, Finnis, that one hand having the shield, the other having the sword, you feel elated. You've been drawn from hell. You are taken over this this pristine humanoid body, this Assimar. It feels different, tactically different from what you're used to in hell. For you are Machalas, demon of hell. As you stare at the sword in your hand, bringing you forth, you can see the deep below. You sense that somewhere in here are demons. And as a demon hunter of hell, fighter, vengeance of Asmodeus, you are prepared to fight. You look over your shoulder, and as you see Finnis turn, his face is twisted. Not the pristine beauty that it once was, but twisted, his eyes glowing a burning red, his mouth twisted and crooked, teeth that bear fangs. He stares back at you, his eyes kind of like sunken in, his jaw sunken in, his body slightly twitched.
He did not look this way when he turned on us last time,
No.
right? So
No.
Finnis,
I point my sword at the man.
you are Machalas. You are the demon hunter of hell. You have been transitioned into a demon, taking over your body. Your race is temporarily converted.
ooh.
You now take on the properties of a
Is he a
devil.
demon or a devil?
He is a devil. He is a demon hunter. You are Machalas.
I am Machalas. I will, with this big crooked grin on my face, sprint through the dungeon and look for this demon that I know is to be here.
I will tell you this: you are lawful evil, not chaotic evil. You know the dangers that are going to be here, that are going to be in here, and you also know that these puny, moronic fleshlings who climb down these ropes as if they're clinging to life itself, not immortal such as yourself. They may be of use to you. They are a tool to be used, and it is better to use your tools than to run blindly into the dark.
Boy, I'm glad we didn't hear this.
Yeah.
All right. As Finnis looks back at you, you see that twisted look. You see his glowing eyes, the sword in his hands, and he kind of gives you a little smile. Finnis, what are you going to do?
Well, let's press on, gentlemen. He's like,
Eck is
We're
gonna walk.
sitting.
Yeah, Eck is gonna walk up. Finnis, is that you? Are you all right?
I'm fine. I'm just gonna look at him with this total demon face. I'm great.
I think you look like devil,
What are you going to do?
but you took out sword.
Fortuna,
This kind of makes sense.
what's happening here?
What does happen? I don't know. I'm up at the top.
He doesn't have the like red eyes that he had
He
the
does.
first time.
I
He
do.
does.
Have his red eyes.
But his face looks
Okay.
different too.
His
Though.
face
Yeah.
is literally twisted. He looks as if he is a warped version of himself.
I'll ask him.
Does he have a little goatee all of a sudden
Like the
that his good
Little,
mode didn't
yeah.
have?
The evil version.
yeah.
I
The,
ask him.
well,
Are
Cameron
you
has one.
are you going to
Forktail.
fight us? Or are you going
He
to
is
fight
his
the
evil
demons?
version already.
Cameron,
I'm
Kishar,
not.
are you going to fight us, or are you going to fight the demons?
We're here to kill demons.
That's a
And
good
we're
answer.
wasting time.
Lead the way. We will follow.
Step forward.
All right. As this strange Machalas moves forward, you
with little freaking demon things floating, or is it devils, or the demons floating all around you right now?
There's a bunch of tiny
Still-
Fortunas.
Yeah, still tiny Fortuna demons.
Hemo grabs Gishar by the shoulder and goes, "Wait."
All right. I will.
Why?
And he'll stop the rest of the party too, with Finnis ahead, and he'll try to whisper to everyone, "I don't think that's Finnis anymore.
It's half Finnis, half
I-
Finnis.
I hate when he does that.
Don't think we can trust that
No.
You-
thing.
The last time this happened, he nearly killed us.
We can't even tie the sword to him. It just comes
Nearly
right out."
killed you. I don't know
Did-
what you're talking
Did
Me,
you
yeah.
did you have a quiet get together when I turned as well?
Well, you never tried. Apparently, you never tried to kill anyone. At least yet, any of us.
Not this time.
All right. You can see in the
Okay, we
the
need.
dark here.
This half Finnis, this different than last time.
We'll follow. Okay, we'll follow this guy, but we need to know if it comes down to it. Do we have to get rid of him? I need to know that if it comes down to it, that we're not going to hesitate and we're going to fight together.
You know,
Of course.
I'm with you. I'm with all of you.
My 21 perception is listening to this
Ah!
conversation.
He
No,
hears-
we're really
he's going to
quiet.
hear all of you whispering. He little he can't like you don't even notice because he's subtle about it. But you might Finnis. How does your face look when you hear these people plotting against you?
The smile gets even bigger and more wicked.
Oh God.
That is fantastic. I love it.
Probably wouldn't even change his perspective. We're just all his tools.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
So
I'm assuming that most devils are constantly,
Assuming
understanding that people are trying to
backstab him and whatnot,
backstab
right?
them
Yeah.
all the time.
Yeah, I can see that.
Okay, so you can see ahead of you, Finnis, as you look into that room, that chamber. To the north is some corridors that lead on. These, as you look up, Finnis, these look like worked stone, or should I call you Machalas?
Machalas.
All right, so Machalas, as you look forward, you can see that many tunnels intersect at this natural 30-foot high cavern, and that would be this cavern right here. If I get to my right here. All right. The walls are carved with simple reliefs showing dwarves and gnome miners hard at work. Below them, nearly 24 skeletons and rusted scraps of armor are scattered across the cavern floor. Some are dwarven skeletons, others are orc remains. Half a dozen large brass lanterns stand in niches or on ledges around the cavern, but none are lit. And you might be able to see. I'll try out just a little bit because again, I want to make sure you guys know where kind of entrances and outlets are because I don't want to mislead you. There's one to the north, one to the south, and it keeps going. What would you all like to do?
Oh, also, FYI, I still have the pass without trace going. I didn't lose any concentration in the last fight.
Yep.
So, FYI,
And,
you can stealth if you want.
Okay. And you said dwarf skeleton and orc remains. Do we like they're actually skeletons?
Yep. They're skeletons and remains. They're skeletons and
Okay.
remains. Yep.
Okay.
So these
Uh,
look older than the three that we just saw, than the rock seeker we saw.
Yeah, that was a
Much
week
older.
old. This looks like it was like centuries ago. You're not sure. I mean, they're just bone.
Doesn't even smell bad in here anymore.
It doesn't. It smells just like a stale cavern.
In Infernal, Lidan, you know what the demons are. Take us to them.
No cave. This is a
Oh.
tomb.
Exactly right. All right, where do you guys want to go?
I'm assuming Finnis understands.
Yeah,
Yeah.
finish. You do
I
understand
do.
what he's saying.
Okay, let's see. I'm trying to decide. I think I would go immediately for the workstone and avoid the pit of bodies
Okay. You're gonna move forward
to this.
All right. As you move up, roll initiative.
Moves too he moves too recklessly.
Right.
Still responds.
Hemo,
to
what'd you
Finnis.
get?
Hemo got a 17.
Nice. Finnis, what'd you get?
A 5.
Oof.
All right, Gishar, what'd you get?
24.
24. Nice job. All right. Fortuna, what'd you get?
3.
All right. That's not that great. Flander, what'd you get?
7.
7. Oh, that's better than Finnis. Eckankar, what'd you get?
I got 14.
Oh, there you go. Anything but
Well,
0.
little better.
Yeah. Hold on. Let me do a couple rolls here. Okay. Let's that. And they did horrible. So they are there. All right. What happens as you come around the corner, Finnis, Gashar, this will be the first round will just be Finnis because Gashar, he just kind of takes off recklessly. You guys might want to have an intervention with that. All right. Let me do a polygon.
Not sure there's
roll
anything
here.
left to save.
That we haven't tried to destroy the sword.
All right, you can see that there is a
If it was that
Whole
easy, we
bunch
wouldn't
of
need the whole
fires on that
trilogy
too.
then, huh?
whole bunch of corridors there. However, as Finnis, as you walk around the corner, you can see ahead of you a pair of a strange men, 2 men wearing red cloaks. These red cloaked men, they appear to be having a conversation in the pure dark. When they see you coming around the corner, you kind of walk forward, and it takes you to about there that they suddenly look over and see you. I said, then we run initiative. But the first round, because Gashara is around the corner, everyone else is delayed. So it's just going to be finishing us for this
So it's
round.
like I rolled -4.
Yeah. All right, let me go. Boom. You see these 2 men standing there. First of all, Finnis didn't roll get to go, so they're going to actually get to go first. This first one here is going to look up at you, and he sees you, and he's like, "They're here," and he's going to take action against you. He raises his hand, moving it around in mystical form, and when he does that, he casts a spell at you. All right, you get give me a strength savings throw.
14.
14. All right, you resist it as he reaches out, and you see a spider web get launched from his hand.
Classic.
If got thwips.
He pulls out a spider whip. He tries to, and it kind of tries to, it goes, and you kind of move out, it kind of pulls at you, and you're like, and it kind of snaps back. And then he moves into the darkness. This one here, he takes a 5-foot step over, seeing you, and he's going to do something different. He's going to cast a spell at you. Give me a savings throw, and that savings throw is, wisdom save, please. This should be easy for you.
Oof, 10.
Ooh, you fail to save. Finnis, as he turns on the corner, he sees you, and he waves his hand at you, and you hear from ear to ear, boom, 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 the sound of bells tolling.
No.
Boom, boom. Are you injured right now?
I am, yes.
You're going to take, I believe it's a D12 of damage.
D12 for damage.
Max damage to you. I've
Oh,
rolled max
dear.
damage twice. He hits you for the full 12 of damage that it does. And this is going to be necrotic damage. And you see Finnis, those who are there, flinch as he gets hit.
So wait, I lose my Assimar racial traits.
Anything you get for your class, is completely available, but you lose your Assimar racial traits to gain as demonic abilities, the ability to resist spells, the ability to get devil sight, which allows you to see even in magical darkness, and you resist all physical damage that is not silver or magic.
Wait, so how does magic resistance work then? Do I get advantage on the
Yep,
roll,
you get advantage on every magic save.
All right, then I can roll that again.
Yep.
22.
Yeah, you made it. Thanks for reminding me. I actually forgot. So you make your save. You're the demonic powers fighting and aiding you.
So it's nothing with.
I think he gets nothing as a cantrip. So yeah, because he's a devil now.
Mhm.
He doesn't need any. He doesn't care about you mortals. You mortals are fodder.
Stinking magic.
All right. After that, the finish, you get around, and then we're gonna go right in unless you guys abandon the task of going after him.
We could leave him.
I mean, keeping him alive is slightly further down the totem pole now, but we'll advance with him.
I would only step to here, see if I can see them any further.
You do, but you don't see them. Well, you do actually. I guess technically you do see them. Well, maybe a part of them. But you don't see them, but you see something else, and then reveal to everyone as I'm going to move the map down a little bit and reveal the area. You see
Oh,
undead zombie. It goes
That's
zombie,
not
but
good.
this is not a human zombie. It is a ball of floating flesh with a giant
God.
eye and stalks, and the stalks go.
Great.
yeah.
And there is actually
Guessing
open
it's
here.
not CR1.
Probably not. No, that's no spectator.
You think it's probably not as strong as a regular beholder, but it is a zombified beholder, just the same. All right, you move to
hold
there.
on.
You
I'll
move
move
to
to
there,
there.
so you get some actions if you want to take them.
I will cast Told Undead on it.
All right,
You guys.
Wisdom
yell
saving.
at each other.
Bills back and forth.
I can imagine you being like, how dare you?
how dare you? I will destroy you in the name of all that is devilish. I guess it's hard to root for Finnis at times now, but we're gonna see what happens. All right, what happens to you?
He's got to make a Wisdom 14 save.
He fails.
All right. He'll take 8 points of necrotic damage,
Nice.
and then Machalas here will step back around the corner.
All right, Machalas moving back around the corner. That brings us now, as the round starts, Gishar, what are you going to do? You hear all this happening below you.
Well, I run around the corner, 5, 10, 15, and I probably just witness him firing off a spell and then backing up.
Yep.
And I'll ask, what did you see?
Big trouble.
30.
Little China.
Heh.
Nope, not this is Wave Echo Cave. You knew that, right?
15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. He'll run up to you, 45, and actually he'll put his back against the wall, peek quick, and then come back around. So he's got full cover again.
Yeah, so you see down the hall and you see this thing. This thing seems to be waking up from like almost like some kind of an undead stasis where nothing was stimulating it. And it's just sort of it's his eye stalks are kind of moving.
Way to stimulate the undead beholder.
This looks very bad. I will prepare to strike it with my booming blade.
Is that a dead end?
It's an undead end.
Where down below
Yeah.
up there? No, at the very end, I will roll down
Thanks.
the map.
Go
You can see it continues on, and it most likely will. I will kind of draw it a little bit more just so you get an idea, but it is probably moving forward into another area like that. Just to kind of clarify, you don't know where it's going to go after that, but that's how far you see. Is there somewhere
the
else
left?
that you want to look?
To the left of
Oh,
Finnis?
to the left of Finnis. Thank you. I apologize.
Sorry,
I will
that's-
draw.
I guess I should have noted it.
Yeah.
There's a
you can
lot
see
of
that
areas.
is a dead end.
It is a dead end.
Yeah.
Thank you. 'Cause
Now
I
there could be something buried in there. You never
I
know.
just made some decisions on positioning there. But yeah, I'll get up to the corner, peek, and then get complete cover again. But I'll prepare an action if he comes around the corner. I'm gonna booming blade him.
All right. Perfect. All right. That is you. That is Gishar. Hemo, what are you gonna do?
I'm gonna
As anybody comes up
Move.
around the corner, he'll tell him that there's some floating eyeball zombie approaching, and you can see he has a staff ready to hit whatever it is.
in that case, I'm gonna move, and then I'm gonna dash to move again, and I guess I'll be here.
All right, you can peek around the corner, Hemo, and you see this creature above here. It's sort of like turning and see the eyes on and the eye, this undead eye kind of rolls back and it's just kind of like unfocused and looking around.
Oh, that's really gross. That's like, oh,
Take cover. I would like to hit it when it comes around.
how far did I move?
You're still dashing?
I'm good. Yeah.
Is that as far as you're going to go?
Through the
Yeah.
snow.
All right, Eckankar.
Yeah, I guess I'll follow the plan here. And I can get to here.
I will roll down here so I can see what's going on. So you came right
Double
up
move.
the bottom. All right,
Yeah.
nice and tight. There's a fireball in your. If I have a fireball, it's going to come out now. All right.
That's exactly what I was thinking too. I'm like, Kishar would be like, wait, back up.
Hold on, let's come closer. Okay. All right.
I was like, come on, wait, no.
Did you just dash to there?
Yeah,
Okay, you dashed.
double
up there.
move.
All right. You hear from around this corner here. You hear them. You can hear the voices of these apprentices that you had saw Finnis, or I should say, Machalas. You see them around the corner. Hear them. The rest of you hear voices ahead or from around the corner. You can kind of hear them. They're not being quiet, but they're just being soft enough that you can't make out the details. And they're having a conversation. When this one here, what is he going to do?
When he comes for you.
Yeah.
A lot of music references tonight.
There are. He moves. He's going to move here.
Do I get to do my attack of opportunity?
No, he's
it's
not moving.
Opportunity. It's my
He's
ready
not-
to attack.
Yeah, he's not moving that far.
Ah.
You're way too far away right now for him to move.
Ah.
So he moves. He's going to move 5, 10, 15, 20.
I sure hope
25.
the
He's gonna
beholder
move
zombie
to- he's
doesn't
gonna move
hit
to
him in the
there.
back of the head.
He moves to there, and he's gonna move to there, and he's going to be able to see at that point Hemo. He just moves down far enough to see Hemo there, and when he does, he's going to cast a spell.
I would like to use my reaction to do, it might only be melee. I just want to make sure.
A physical. Go ahead and take a look.
Yeah, I'll read it out. When a
If it's for
creature,
any
I guess I'll do
attack?
that. Okay, when a creature, attack. Yeah, it just says attack.
But you have
Okay.
to
If
switch
it's a-
it.
If it's a spell that hits my AC, then I
Right.
think that's an attack. A
Yeah.
spell
Yeah.
attack.
So he's
So if
going
it
to
hits
cast.
my
But
AC, then yeah.
unfortunately, he's going to toll the dead you. So give me a
So I
save.
gotta save.
Oh, okay, so it didn't matter anyway.
What'd you get on your save?
Wisdom save.
Yes, I think it's a wisdom save. Yeah, wisdom.
12.
Oh no!
No, 15.
Oh, 15. I am in the
Because you get a
aura.
+3 to your saves, right? That's
Yep.
enough to save, so nothing happens.
Nice.
Paladins.
All
Paladin,
right.
Paladin
For the
does
win.
whatever.
I am
a
emboldened.
Paladin-
By your presence and
Wait,
unnerved by Finnis.
Pelican, yeah.
Pelicans.
All right,
Undead pelicans come around the next corner.
Pelican man. All right, that's what he does. The other one, you think is probably doing something else. That brings us to Flander. Flander, what are you going to do? You're still far to the south. You and Fortuna are hanging tight.
Yeah, well, I guess I'll follow the party.
Yeah.
All right, yeah. Follow the devil. No harm. No harm
This will
will come
be
from
fine.
that.
Well, it's my
Looks like you could
comrades
take
too.
a shot.
You want to take a shot from there?
I can
Nice
see
shot.
him.
Yeah, he's going to
Yeah.
be under heavy cover around those two corners and through that crowd. So I'm just going to let you know.
Yeah.
But you can
Mhm.
definitely can shoot at him.
Yeah, why not?
All right.
That's a disadvantage, right?
No, he just has a bonus to his armor class. So
Okay.
go ahead and roll, and then I just increase his armor class.
All right. Hand crossbow,
Come on, get big money.
12.
It kind of hits. It actually, you're kind of trying to fire. It hits this corner right here, and just almost, it just kind of goes. It just kind of spirals off.
That was by my head.
Sorry.
I remember that the ghostly hands from the trying to get it. All right, that is Finnis. What are you going to do? Oh no, Flander. Finnis, and then Fortuna.
Oh.
Yeah. What is this?
We should
All
rename
right.
ourselves to all.
I'm used to
F names.
getting skipped.
I almost did. I never skip you. I get yelled at though. All right. All right. So not Fortuna. Finnis, what are you gonna do?
Once again, I'm just going to run across the hall, and as I run across, I'm going to fling another Toll of Dead down at that beholder.
All right.
14 save, wisdom save.
All right. Wisdom save 14. Not the greatest wisdom. Oh, I might have made it unless they get a negative. Let me see. Zombie beholder. Wisdom. They do get a negative, so you actually failed. Go for it.
Cool. Now he's damaged. He'll take 12 necrotic damage.
Well, oh, nice.
I will
Ignoring
say,
resistances.
if we really wanted to, we could take our attack of opportunities, nip this in the bud.
Yeah, get rid of
Not yet.
get rid of Machalas at one time. Screw that. All right, that is it's the beholder now, right?
Yeah, actually, I'm going to go one more square over just so I give people room.
I'm just giving you a hard time, Mike. All right. So what are you gonna do, Fortuna? You're still way down there. Yep.
And I can fire my 2 bolts at that guy.
Yep. It's under heavy cover though, so
I
you
don't
will
care.
actually have to take it. What's that?
Mhm.
What are you using?
Spell sniper.
Smell saper, the feet.
Yeah.
Nice.
So I
Do they come out of your feet?
ignore
That is
half
awesome.
and 3/4 cover.
That is
so-
awesome. Nice. So you're screw that guy. I don't care about you.
And
Ooh,
Just sort of
22.
Pretty good.
perfectly
6
weaves it through
points
the
of damage,
hallway.
or 23 and 20,
wow.
28. So well, I'm assuming 23 and 28 hit.
Both of them did. How much damage do you
13
do?
points of damage.
13 points of what kind of damage is it?
Force.
Force. All right. That's awesome. That is, oh my God. He kind of slams into the back of the wall. I know you don't have push, but it's just the energy is easily.
Oh, I wish I'd pushed.
He's just very irritated as you strike into him. Boom, boom, boom. That is awesome. It is now the zombie's turn.
Was it roll?
roll.
Yeah, it's
That
like a
would be-
bowling ball.
That would be
Is
horrifying.
it still floating? That would be terrifying.
Yeah, it
Just a ball
floats.
of
It
eyes
floats
coming
forward.
at you.
It's already scary enough that it floats towards you, but like, yeah, if it rolled towards you and just sort of like,
It will actually move to here is where it moves to.
Take that wisdom save.
All right.
Well, that moved
What are you doing?
farther than I thought.
Oh,
He's
The aura,
entered
got
my
that
zone.
aura of death.
All right. He gets advantage because he's around a hard corner, but yeah, that's totally fine. All right. He's going to, well, he rolled a 14. What do I need?
A 14, so he'll take half.
Okay.
That's okay. I gotta roll the damage on that.
Come on. Damage him up.
He'll take 6 points.
That's still
Necrotic.
good. All right. The creature, it kind of goes. All right. That is now that was that creature. Gashar, what are you going to do?
peeks around the corner again, sees this thing's moving way too slowly.
Yeah.
It's like, okay.
You're like impatient.
A little bit. He's feeling impatient.
Come on.
Come on,
But this thing's scary. So he's going to do. Yeah, I think I'm going to do it. I'm using my patient defense, spend a key point, take the dodge action as a bonus action on my turn.
Yep.
So he has dodge right now. And then he's going to step out, step up,
Step out, step up.
hit him with the booming blade attack.
All right.
Hopefully hit him anyways.
Oh,
I rolled an 8 though.
that's
What's your
thunder.
armor class?
Did I do the wrong one?
Yeah, that's for damage.
Oh, that's just the damage. That's not the right.
No, you want to do an
Attack.
attack roll.
Two-handed booming blade attack. Here we go. Does a 17 hit?
The 17 does hit him.
Excellent.
There we go.
So he'll take 12 points of bludgeoning damage and 1 thunder. Does thunder damage him?
I'll have to check.
Thunder.
Let me see. What are they immune to? No, you can. It takes thunder damage. Yeah.
Right. So 13 total points.
Yep.
And then he'll step back around here using his mobile to avoid it, not do any attacks of opportunity.
Nice.
and he'll even step back a little ways because I think everybody else is going to want to get their shot in on him.
Perfect.
But he is also engulfed in the aura there of the booming blade.
The burning blade aura. Nice. That is Hemo. What are you gonna do?
I give myself a dodge icon.
Oh gosh. Oh, that's willingly. Yeah, never mind. It'd be fun, but I'll save it. I guess Hemo's just going to step up to the creature, swords in hand,
Shing, shing.
and try to make some attacks.
All right. Shing, go for it.
Attack number 1
Make
is
those
13 to
eyes.
hit.
That
12
13
points.
misses.
15 to hit.
15 will hit.
That does 9 points slashing. And then, oops, that was just a regular one. Either way, its damage is the same as the short sword parrying. That's 17 to hit.
All right. And you do how
And,
much damage?
8 points of slashing.
All right. I gotta see what he can get.
I think
for
the short sword of
resistance.
parrying is magical too. Yeah,
Okay.
I clicked the wrong attack there.
That's fine.
Kashar's like
Still
upset
at plus
that you're
8.
going in there, and he's yelling you to step back, come back.
And then yeah, now I will. I think I'll actually step
It will take its attack of opportunity on you as you step back.
over to here. That's okay.
All right. He's gonna hit. Are you going to do anything about it?
Not this time.
Well, I know what the number is, and then the question is, he
Yeah.
has a bonus to book. Just yeah. Are you going to do anything about it?
No, I don't think I can even take a reaction on my turn. I'm not sure.
Oh, because you're running away. Yeah, I think you could take your reaction anytime during your turn. It just you won't
Anytime
get
the
another
trigger
one
happens.
to the beginning
Consider
to,
refreshing,
to the beginning of your next turn. Do you
Nah,
wanna take-
I won't take a reaction.
Okay. Good. You're going to take 14 points of piercing damage as it bites into
yeah.
your shoulder.
Oh, it's bitey. Oh no.
Ouch.
All right. Hemo went. Eckankar, what are you going to do?
I will step up and start smacking.
Alright.
20 to hit.
Nice.
That is 9 points of bludgeoning.
All right.
Second attack.
You're not gonna smite this guy?
Not right now. And that's only a 10 to hit, so that's a miss.
That is a miss.
Are you flanking with the spider apprentice?
If
no.
only. Yeah. Okay. That should end my turn.
Oh, Kashar's yelling, move back.
All right.
Move back. You want no? If
He did a second ago to Hemo, like you heard him yelling this.
okay,
Are you gonna
then
move back?
sure. Yeah, I'll move back around the kitty corner here.
All right.
I guess I get it for free. Thanks for taking that one, Hemo.
Ow.
This is the way.
Just bleeding.
All right. It is their turn.
There's something wrong with my armor.
Another one comes running back around the corner here.
He's like down in front.
Yeah. It's going to cast a spell at Hemo. Hemo, you are going to give me a strength check.
Does he get a advantage?
Nope.
For all the
he
cover?
doesn't.
A saving
Does-
throw, or
he doesn't get it. It's the I gotta see. I don't think you get any advantage. Let's see, is it within range? As long as
I
it's
was just
within
wondering
range.
if you can see him. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like hardcore.
Oh, he actually can't do
that.
that quite to you. I apologize. He has to cast a different spell at you because I misread the spell. So the range is not quite that long. I need to adjust my tactics on you. Sorry.
people goes,
Yeah,
yeah.
he's gonna do this one instead. Instead, he casts a spell, which I think is just a savings throw. Give me an intelligence savings throw.
Oh boy. 22. 20 on
Alright,
the
you
die.
make it.
Natural 20.
You on a
Nice.
successful save, you take half the damage and suffer none of the
Aha.
consequences. All right, you feel a psychic energy radiating through your skull. You start to feel your skin kind of quiver, like crawl, like little crawlies all over your body. You're like, what's going on? But fortunately for you, you're able to thrust off the negative energy that was hitting you. You are going to still take some psychic damage, but you're taking half. So it's half of 13, which would be 6.
All right. Ouch. Hemo is not looking great, but
And
he's still
the other one's going to do the same thing to Eckankar, intelligence save.
Okay. So that is a 18.
Yeah, you made it. You also are going to take half of my damage I roll.
For apprentices, he's dealing out some good damage.
You're going to take half of 12, which is 6.
Okay.
Psychic damage. I got to make sure I mark off their spells that they used. Boom. Okay. Yeah, that's a second level spell that they cast at you. So
Yeah.
So they're a little bit more powerful. In D&D, they tend to give like NPC monsters and stuff fewer options, but slightly stronger than the base value. So yeah, it's just the way it is. All right.
I think that's just to save the DMs from here. Have all of these
Have all the
spells.
Yeah, here's
choices.
30
Yeah.
here's 30 choices and track them all.
Yeah.
So they just say here's a second level, here's a couple first, here's a couple cantrips, go for it.
I
All
think
right.
Yeah.
Pathfinder does the same kind of
All
thing.
right, that was them. Flander, what are you going to do?
Okay, Flander is going to shout over to Hemo and tell him you're going to be all right and do healing word.
I think you'll have to Flander,
Yes,
you're healing who? Hemo?
Hemo.
So you probably have to move up to probably here, I'm guessing.
Range is 60 feet.
But you have
Just
to see him.
See him.
Yeah, I think yes.
Okay, got to see him.
Yeah, you have to,
Yeah,
you have
move
to
up
see
like
them.
10.
All right, then
You
I
can
will
eat,
move
yeah.
up to here so I can see him.
No
and
problem. Yeah, now you can see him. You move in
Yep.
there, and then
Okay,
you can see him
and
cast.
Yell at him.
Healing
He's going to
word.
be all right and cast healing word
We're going to
at
be
the
all
third
right.
level. So that's 3d4.
I appreciate it, but it's feeling pretty weird right now.
You get 7 hit points back.
Thank you.
That's pretty good. No, that's not bad.
That's awesome. All right, that is.
I'm over almost half now.
Flander, is there anything else you're
Oh
going to
wow,
want to do?
you are really hurt.
I'm going to give bardic inspiration to Eckankar.
Nice.
Thank you.
That's awesome. All right. Anything else? Otherwise, it is Finnis.
That's all I can do.
Machalas, what are you going to do?
Can I? Here's what I want to do. I want to know if I can do this. I want to go ahead and cast Cure Wounds on Hemo and say, "Yeah, Hemo, get in there. You're gonna be fine." And he wants to push him out in front.
Okay,
To
that's
get him in
totally
there.
fine. So you can cast the spell, and you're not going to you're going to kind of give him the playful shove. You're not going to have to move Hemo if you don't want to, but you kind of feel him kind of shove you a little bit. Go ahead and cast your spell.
6 more points of healing.
All right, you are healed 6
So-
points, and he kind of says, "Here, you do it." He kind of gives you a little shove. You're like, "Oh," you look back, and this Hemo's kind of being a dick. Sorry, I should say Finnis.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, it's like you like
I meant to say, I apologize. Finnis is kind of being a dick. Sorry, Hemo. I didn't mean to mess you up there.
Hemo will dig in his heels and not get pushed. We'll
And
shove
he'll-
back a little bit.
And then as a bonus action, I'm going to drop in my spiritual weapon.
All right, I will give you a spiritual weapon to use.
We got two of them.
he was
Okay.
kind of being a dick, not getting in there.
Yeah, dude.
Hey, have you seen this guy? He's totally freaking out.
That is awesome.
Is a 15 hit?
15 hits the holder
for the
zombie.
holder?
I
Yeah.
think it does. Let me double check. Yes, it does.
All right, and then a spiritual scythe. It's still a scythe, but that'll show up.
Nice. Let me get the icons out.
One of these little flurry demons kind of like
I'll give you
grabs one out of nowhere and throws it out.
I'll put you right there. Boom.
Comes the spiritual
Nice.
And then
weapon.
Nice
I'll
combo.
give you I'll give you your control over it. Oh, come on. That's at the right field. There you go. Now you should have control over it. And then you want one too.
Yep.
Everybody
yeah.
wants one. So it'll be ready to go here in
Can I
a
have a
second.
couple?
Sure, why not? I mean,
Give one to anybody, everybody.
Oh, I'm
No?
sorry I copied you.
that's fine. Welcome to your spell list. You can only get what you get, right? All right, that was Finnis. Anything else you're gonna do? You cast your spell. You cast your bonus act. You Wait,
Cast bonus action, attack with
wait a minute. I
11
don't think you
points of
can
force
do that
damage.
because you already cast a spell which is healing. That's a
You're
level
right.
spell.
Yeah,
So you
that's a
can't-
leveled spell.
I'm gonna give
Can't
that.
do
I'm gonna give the
one.
hit points back to them.
Okay.
All right. Well, you have a bonus.
Spell slot
You
back.
cast your heal. Is there anything else you want to do?
There's not much else I can do.
All right. I have it waiting for you in the wings for if you want to use it. All right. That
Yeah.
brings us to Fortuna. I take it you're going to bring that spell out
Yes, please.
and you're going to go right. It's going to put right there. I assume you should have control over it.
Awesome.
You can put it somewhere else if you want.
Nope, that's exactly. Just take a 5-foot step up. She'll cast that, and let me just give.
What kind of weapon is it?
So she takes a coin out and she
Yeah.
flicks it, and it spins, grows to the size of like a dinner plate, and then flips out like when you shoot a penny.
Yeah. So it's
And it
Nice.
like bounces off things like that.
nice. Nice. That's cool.
And did I shoot
Golden discus.
Then whenever you
With a
use a bonus
pie.
action, a ghostly hand shows up and flicks it again.
What'd you get to attack?
28?
28.
Oh my God.
All right. That was a lucky roll.
Yeah.
All right. Well, how much damage do you do?
11 points of force damage with that. And then I can cast a cantrip as a
Yes.
spell.
Yeah.
So I will cast my
But it has to be because that's the bonus action is cast, right?
yes,
Yeah. Nice. What are you gonna cast?
Eldritch Blast again.
All right. How much damage do you do?
21 to hit,
That will hit.
5 points.
All right. Hold on.
18 to
All right.
18,
the 18
to hit
does it,
for
yeah.
1 point.
Oh, 1 point. All right. All right. Cool.
And
Awesome.
then she'll duck around the corner.
All right. Cool.
That was a productive round.
Nice job.
Yeah.
Nice job. Nice job. All right. That brings us from Fortuna. All right. The creature gets to go.
Wisdom save.
All right. Make my wisdom save. Oh, it's going to make it that time. You would take half damage.
Half damage.
I rolled really good. So
That's 6.
That's all.
Rolling every time.
half
Oof.
6.
Big bad rolls. It's only going to take 4 or 2 points.
Okay.
Mm.
All right. That's okay. All right. The creature's turn. All right. It's going to move.
Take
Yes.
2d8.
We're hitting
It's
them
in
with
difficult
booming blade
terrain.
damage.
Yep.
Boom, 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 boom. 8 points of thunder damage.
All right.
Get some as he starts to move south again.
All right. He moves to, I guess it's it's going to be here because he's not going to move. He's just going to move to where he can reach you guys. Or he can, I mean, it doesn't matter. And then let me see who is it going to be. 1, 2, 3. It's Ek. 4, 5, and 6 will be Hemo. 4. Hemo. It turns.
Oh crap!
Its
I was
little
hoping
eye
it was
thing
me.
one of its eyes pick up. And Hemo, I want you to roll me a D4.
A D4.
Yes.
3.
All right. It strikes at you with an enervation ray. Give
Ow,
me
what does that
a
do?
Constitution save.
At least you should have good
I'm
that.
good at that. Sort of 12.
Unfortunately,
Hmm.
you
Wait. Oh, no. He's just outside of X.
Yeah,
distance.
he's
Oh,
at
no.
15.
you will take.
Bardic inspiration.
Oh, can I put that on a save?
Yes,
I
you
think you
can.
I
can.
thought you put that
Yep.
on X.
Yeah, you put it on.
You gave it to
me.
Eckankar,
You
or
did. That
you gave
wasn't
it,
Didn't I
no,
give
you
one
gave
to
it
Hemo
That's why I
earlier?
had to
Did
move
you use
up,
it?
Oh,
remember?
yeah. Okay.
Yeah. You're going to
yeah.
use it? Bardic Inspiration? Come on. Make your save.
yeah,
this would be
I
a
still
good one
have
to
one,
make. I'm
then
telling
yeah.
you.
Come on, buddy, get an 8.
So that's a D8.
Come on.
D8,
Big
yep.
Nutty.
It is an
Oh, you made your save.
20.
You're going to
Dirty
take
20 all day.
Oh,
You're going to take half the damage. All right. So half the damage is 18.
Oh my god!
wow.
Necrotic damage. This thing goes.
I can't absorb that either.
Spikes into you, and you're like,
was
"What
no
the
way-
hell just happened?" Shit.
Crap.
Dude.
All right. And he goes, and its eye is like lumbering around. It's almost like not looking at you. It's just like, oh, it's just like randomly, it's just mindlessly shooting stuff and biting at crap. It doesn't know what's going on. All right. Flander, what are you going to do?
Okay. I'm just gonna nail him with my hand crossbow, I think.
All right. Fire at it. Come on. Come
Here
on,
we go.
Flander.
20
20. Yes, that'll hit. Get him do some damage.
Attaboy.
for
Nice.
7 points of piercing.
Okay.
And then he has to make that poison check.
No,
He does not, but that's okay.
Okay.
undead.
Okay. What else you gonna do? Is that it?
I think
Get a
I'll
long
give
way to
more
go.
I'll give him more bardic inspiration to Hemo.
Okay. Hemo, it's your turn.
All right.
Well, at least we're flanking.
True.
Yeah. All right. That's something. So I get an extra
Okay.
+2 to my attacks.
Yes, you do.
All right. Well, full round attacks then. Do or die. First is 14 to hit.
14, but you have flanking
Yeah.
though, right?
Yeah, so
So
16
with
to
the
hit.
flanking, you will hit.
All right. So the first one does 12 points of damage.
Hold on. You did 12 points of damage. So hold on. I had to do something here. Oh my goodness. All right. Here's what happens. You hit the thing and it kind of drops. It goes, go. And then you see it as it kind of like hits the ground, its eyes go, it rises back up. You're like, what the hell?
Stay dead, creep.
What's her second attack? 11?
13 to hit with the flanking.
No, that will miss.
And a bonus action.
Offhand. Oh, you're
Oh,
rolling
really bad.
9. All right. So this thing kind of almost started collapsing down, but then it was like, it just kind of comes back to life. You're like, what the hell?
So we saw something like this on another undead.
You did. If you want to recall during combat, you can let me know.
Right.
But that's that you can use a bonus action to recall that information if you want. All right.
All I know, all you need to know is that hurt. Keep going.
Eckankar, what are you gonna do?
I suppose I would like to take that bonus action and to try to recall knowledge on that.
All right, give me a recall knowledge on it. Roll me a undead. It's going to be religion.
Religion. I'm all right. 12.
You will not know.
Should have
what's
gone
going
back
on
to
with this
temple.
Should have gone back to temple. I've been away for too
Cool.
long.
This creature, this creature, a little bit too powerful for, and you had something going on, but you're like, what is that?
Yeah. All right. So let's start swinging again. 23 to hit.
That will hit. How much damage do you do?
I do 10.
Ooh, that's a bet. That's a good number. Hold on. Okay, you see the thing goes, then rises back up as eye stalks, and it kind of turns toward you.
All right.
on.
Second attack.
Kill this
Come
thing.
on. Crit.
Yes, yes,
It goes down instantly as the crit overcomes any powers it has to stop it.
Nice.
14 points of damage, too.
Yeah.
Damn.
I
All
was doing like
right.
a fortitude save to get like a hit point back or something, right? Like it was
Something like that, yeah.
dying.
Yeah.
Yeah. Something.
It's based on its damage you do to it.
Mhm.
So the more damage you do, the harder
harder
it is. But I
to
keep
save.
rolling really
Yeah.
well, and it sucks.
I vaguely remember that.
Okay. All right. That was that creature. But you see those two wizards up there, or whatever they are, the apprentices. That is Eckankar. They get to go. Took out that dude. They are going to
Give it up. You only have 2 eyes apiece.
That's hilarious. Let's see. All right. Well, looks like I have to do that. So you see this one is going to yep. Yeah, and well, they can still see Hemo, so they're gonna do the same thing they do, which is the same thing Finnis does, which is they're gonna spam Toll the Dead. So Hemo, give me a Toll the Dead roll, please. And that is a wisdom saving throw.
Ooh.
Oh, the 3.
That's really bad. I don't think
no.
Arctic is even going to help. Not
You're gonna
spend
take
it.
4 points of damage.
Ouch.
Okay.
This was a low
Eckankar,
roll.
you give me a
I
save.
hear the bells.
Wisdom.
Finnis,
Wisdom base, yeah.
That is 16.
That 16 will pass. You take no damage. And they flee. Let's see, 5, 10, 15, 20. They flee into the darkness. They go boom, boom, and you hear them yelling. You hear them yelling out. They're here. They're here. They both start yelling out.
No, we're not. We're just kidding.
Just passing through.
For the lulz.
No, we're
Perfect
This
stealth,
dungeon is so
Gashar.
big.
We're not
Right.
the nay you were told about.
Lander, what are you gonna do?
I'll move up. I'm certainly not going to do any pursuit through that thing. But I will hold with the rest of the party.
All right. You do that. After that, we go. You want to drop out of initiative, or are you chasing them down? I just want to know so we don't have to go through all the rounds and stuff if you want, depending on what you want to do.
I think we should go a different way. This place looks like a maze. Maybe we can get the jump on them.
That's up to you. But I didn't want to go every round if you're going to just drop out of initiative.
Finnis. Which way do we go?
Forward. Let's chase them down and end their lives.
Right.
Emo,
You go first.
So it's Finnis's turn. What are you going to finish? Are you going to either so you're going to race forward? Okay, it's
Yeah,
cool.
I'll walk forward.
Yeah, that's how far you get, and I will reveal some of the area that you can see now. You can see. I will move the map up a little bit, even though Fortuna is down below. You can see a door. This
Don't like
door
that.
radiates a aura of magic. You can see that. You can see like it swirls around. It's a swirl, and little runes go appear all over the door.
So, saw a D&D movie recently.
Yeah, Morgan Guidance is good.
Yeah, this reminds me of and you know it's in this region, like it's set in this
Yeah.
region.
Yeah.
Maybe even this dungeon. We don't know. We don't know.
Good
I don't think the
thing.
was in
movie counts
Neverwinter.
as metagaming.
I mean, part of it was in Neverwinter.
My question is, did
Yes,
Yashar
yes,
see
yes.
that movie?
Yeah.
You kind of see, you
Charlotte's
kind
on the
of
hall. Who's filming here?
finish. You can kind of feel that there's someone around the corner. You probably can't quite see him from where you're at, but you can feel him. I'm gonna move the map up a little bit. Makes it a little bit hard to see everybody, but that's okay. We get.
I
that.
got
Just wish-
close enough with my hard barrier around the corner.
All right.
They're gonna be
I'm gonna
attacked.
say with that little bit, I think you have to get 5 feet because you have to be 15 feet with him, right? 5.
Yeah, probably a
Um,
little closer.
yeah, I would say I think around the hard corner like that, I think you got to be a little bit more than like because I kind of want it to be half the square to be covered, you know.
Sure, that's fair.
So that's Finnis. Fortuna, what are you gonna do? You're way down below here. We're gonna run up from the south from Flander.
You move your thing 20 feet, right?
Only if you can see it.
So I'll move there and then I'll move that up.
Perfect. You come running up behind Flander, and then you see your sword, your weapon coin start spinning up forward. Machalas, you see the image of this strange god of luck floating behind you. A bitter taste in your mouth about this divine entity that wants to support the good. There's only one true good, and that's the death of demons. Anything else means nothing. That creature's
Jeez.
gone. Gashar, what are you gonna do?
This Machalas seems like a real one-note character.
He's going to run up to 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. Oh, I see the guy, right?
Yep. I will reveal more of the area as
Thank
you
you.
run up.
I think I will turn towards him, but the question is, which way do I go?
You turn the corner,
10,
and then there's like 3 guys.
yeah. 10, 45.
Surprise Pikachu
45
face.
so far.
All right, revealing the hall. You can see the hall down here. The maze of halls down here. That weird glowing door. You're not sure what that is.
50, 55, right in between them.
All right.
Hello.
Good move.
And then he's going to I guess I got a full-on attack. He's gonna take his quarterstaff that's already in hand and use it to beat one of these guys. I think I'm gonna do the one that's right to his side.
All right, go
Against the wall
inside.
here.
Go inside. Like you run forward and then you're like,
Exactly.
you're like not looking
He's
at him.
kind of pinned, you know.
Yeah.
It's a good spot for it. 26 hit.
That will slightly hit.
So 5
Just a
points of
little.
bludgeoning damage on the first one.
5 points, you said?
Are either of them hurt?
No.
No.
Yeah, we really didn't get him.
Well, a 12 hit.
Oh, I don't know. Let me double check. I was pretty sure that 20 something does, but let me bring this guy up here.
My second attack.
I know we've hit a couple of them.
I know it does not.
12 will miss. Okay, so he dodges the second swing. And then he's going to. Yeah, these guys are doing. I see some doing a bunch of like spell casting so far, didn't he?
You think that they're probably wizards of some sort.
Yeah.
And Nate could probably read it says spider apprentices underneath them. So,
Do.
but they're definitely casting spells.
Yeah. All right. Well, I think I'm going to use my bonus action to do my monk unarmed strike then on the guy.
To the same guy?
Same guy.
All right.
Well, a 15 hit him.
A 15. Let me double check. I think that actually hit. Yep. Armor class is 15.
Excellent.
Nice.
Right. That is going to add another 9 points of bludgeoning
Ooh,
damage. That
that's
must
pretty
have
good.
bounced him off the wall. with
Yeah, that was
with
awesome.
kick.
That was good.
Sidekick to the
Why don't you
face.
stick around for a minute
Come
or less?
on. Okay. For some reason, it wasn't taking the damage.
He'll call back. I found him.
All right. It is now their turn. All right.
Yeah.
They turn to see you. The only one in their way here. You decided to face off against them. That was your undoing. The first one turns to you, smiling at you, and he is going to cast a spell at you. You need to make me a save. I will tell you the save in a second. You get this will be a concentration spell on him if I make it, so remind me. And I'll put a marker on there just so you know he's concentrating. Give me a wisdom savings throw. Here's what happens.
I got a
Bashar
6.
runs up. He kind of, these guys were kind of surprised when you come running around the corner. You hit him, doing some damage. They turn around and see you. The one of them reaches out and he kind of goes like this. He goes. And when he does that, you look down, you start feeling something in your skin beneath your scales. And you look up, you see a spider pop out of one arm. And another one popping out of the other one. And then it's all over the place. Spiders just ripping out of your flesh. Just
ow, that hurts.
Okay, what happens is
You guys all hear him like around the corner, like super confident a second ago, and all of a sudden, ow.
all right, you have become incapacitated. Oof. You see, he just goes. He's like these creatures are bursting out of his body. He doesn't know what to do. He's like freaking out. You are now incapacitated.
Yikes.
Can't
take any
That's
actions
not good.
or reactions. Huh?
At the end of each of your turns, let's see. You
Is that the only effect of this?
you're becoming incapacitated.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a,
The only effect is you
enough.
can't do
That's a
anything.
pretty
It is
bad-
enough. I mean,
pretty
yeah,
nasty effect.
it's a lot, but I was expecting more damage as he's yelling ow and stuff, but
I'm going to move back here, taking no attacks of opportunity.
that is quite true.
All right. This one is going to move to here. And you see him ready and attack. Gashar, you actually can see him. You're incapacitated, but you can see. You're like, "Ah." You're just freaking out.
Mhm.
All right. That is them. Flander, what are you going to do as you guys begin slowly separating the group? The thing the DM loves.
It is our favorite thing to do as well.
And normally I don't have the background black, but I like the black background for the sinister,
Spookiness.
I can move to here,
It is
And
dark
I'm-
down here.
and I am going to give Finnis Bardic Inspiration.
All right.
As a
Bennett.
gesture of goodwill.
Finnis has bardic inspiration. It's a D8 for you too, right?
Yep.
Nice. All right. Well, speaking of devils in the details, what are you going to do there, Machalas?
He will walk up and he will cast Toll the Dead on both of them.
The
because they're
moment-
5 feet
The
apart.
moment you walk around that corner, you're going to have a spell cast at you.
That's okay.
He's like, whatever. I don't give a crap.
Is
The
it
demon.
Magic resistance.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he gets magic resistance. I figured you'd have a good time playing this guy, Cameron. Even though, like from a story element, you don't want your character gone or anything, but all right.
This is awesome. I'm digging it.
It is cool. All right. So what happens here is you need to give me an intelligence savings throw.
16 is my best one.
All right. What, do you get advantage on it? Oh, because you
Yeah.
have resistance. I hate you. Who was this? Who was the
Who did
idiot
this?
who gave you this benefit? All right. I think you see, target must make a sense on the savings throw. All right. Nothing happens because you made your save. Cool. All right. So you go around the corner and now what do you want to do? They
I
get
Toll the Dead on both of them because they're within
double
5 feet of each other.
Boom, boom. Your DM's an idiot. All right. One of them made it. The one to the bottom, the one to the top did not.
Okay, is the one to the top damaged at all?
He is.
Okay, he's going to take 2d12. He'll take 23 damage.
Oh my god.
Does his head pop?
He shrivels and
Yeah.
I actually
Yeah.
did move him off the map there. I apologize. I meant to put him on the.
Yeah.
I meant to put
Exploded
him on the.
right off the map.
Yeah.
Yeah, exploded right off the map. Sorry about
Just
that.
turns into. He does the Raiders. Just melts.
yeah.
I was
That's
picturing
funny.
that like Dr. Manhattan thing where he just like pulps people.
Just turns them into
Nice.
bits.
Like he just goes.
Ooh.
boom, boom. The other one, he goes bing bing. He's like looks around. He looks at his friend, and his friend just goes, oh, yeah, oh, and it goes over to the guy. The guy is the other apprentices, and it looks at you.
And
Use
then,
my
like,
tongue.
Just the
I-
spider. The spider.
I lick
right
my
there.
jagged teeth and smile with my tongue that's now forked.
in the middle of your shower,
Oh my
he also
God.
goes, ow, ow.
I like the forked tongue. That's awesome.
So you only moved 15 feet?
Yep, that's all.
Finnis, I'm
just
going to give you
go to the corner.
inspiration because you gave yourself a forked tongue.
Awesome.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
That is awesome. All right, that is Finnis. Fortuna, what are you going to do?
10, 15, 20.
The pure dungeon crawl, the final ending. I hope it's not anticlimactic. I hope it's fun. All right.
And well,
We could
and
just
she
die
calls out,
right in the middle of it.
move forward. I can't do anything with you in the way with this thing you have.
It lasts 10 minutes, so we'll estimate 10 minutes. But as long as you guys are in rounds of combat, you can have some
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
All right.
No, it's a great spell.
All right. That was Fortuna, which I didn't forget.
Yeah, thank you.
Gashar, what are you going to do?
I
Here they
think
come, boys.
Ek and Hemo got
incapacitating him, correct?
What's that?
This effect
I think
is still
Ek and Hemo got
incapacitating
missed.
his
No,
actions.
it's Gashar, Hemo, Ek, them, right?
Yeah, and we didn't go.
Well, then
don't
just fine, just go then.
No, I'm sorry. Eric, did
I
you
must
go?
have skipped your turn by mistake. So what I'm
Because-
going to do is I'm going to let you. I don't really want you to go twice, but
I mean, I'm fine just taking whatever. It's just,
no.
yeah.
I don't remember missing your turn, so I apologize that if I did that, sometimes that happens. So here's what I'm going to do because I just don't want to mess up the order. And if I give it to you twice, it's too powerful. So I'm just going to move you to the end of the round for now. And I apologize. I
More
will
than
not do it
fine.
again. So Hemo, go ahead and go. I'm sorry.
All right, no worries. I don't have much I can
It's
do
bad
from
of-
here
Bad of me.
anyways.
Too many things going on. I've got undead. I've
Oh,
got,
you have so many things to be on top of right now.
so
It's okay.
I'm just gonna double move to here.
all right. You double move to there. All right, and then
Yeah,
Eckankar, what are you
get
going
a
to
look
do?
at the spider apprentices as I go.
All right,
but I'll
you
take
can
cover.
see Hemo as you cross. You can see this door. It is It is a strange door that is emanating magical energy. Your elven sense kind of tingles a little bit as you see it. You can see these images of these runes. It almost like the magic almost crawls out of the door, seeping out, and then disappears.
That's not normal. First things first.
Right. And then Eckankar, who I also missed this round, who had to go, unfortunately, at the end. What would you like to do?
I just wanted to ask about these tea glasses. Do I need to like actually pour like liquid into it, or is it like I pull it out and liquid fills it up?
Technically, you pour liquid into it, but in game terms, I'm not going to make you carry water and stuff. So basically, it just takes an action to use it.
Yeah, like you got water with our rations.
Yeah, I'm assuming you just have water with you. But yeah, what happens, you pour water in, and as you pour water in, it will fill with a tea magically.
Okay, I just wanted to know just because I was like planning on handing it off to Hemo, but
don't forget to sip it daintily though.
You could just
like pinky out, obviously.
You put a straw in it.
Let's see, how far can I move? So 30.
By the way, I went and got the polar big cup today because I knew we'd have some serious stuff going on here.
So I will move up with Gashar. Just be next to him.
Okay. Right, you see that when the rest of you come around the corner, you see that a spider apprentice looks worried. He has his right cloak on him, and he looks over at you. He sees Gashar, and he's like incapacitated, right? But then all of a sudden, Finnis comes up there and casts a spell. He casts a spell, kills one of his minions. Hemo runs past. He's like, he's like, I don't know where he's going.
Like, what was that?
And then all of a sudden, this big tank with this mighty hammer and this shield come running around the corner.
Gashar's just laughing. Ow!
You're incapacitated. You can't laugh.
I can move.
What's that?
I just can't do actions or reactions.
Yeah.
So you can move and talk.
And then also, I kind of want to. I also want to know what Eric is asking about. Like, are the spiders visible, or is it like in his head?
Oh,
hold on. Let's not talk over each other.
Sorry.
So Eckankar, what are you saying now?
Oh no, I'm kind of reiterating what Eric said. Is like, are the spiders visible? Like, or is it in Gashar's head? Like,
it's in Gashar's head.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Slapping at his arms and stuff, assuming I can move. He's like, ow.
Yeah, an incapacitated creature can't take actions or reactions. I say if you can't take an action,
there's grappling, which is that your speed becomes 0, and you can't.
It doesn't affect us.
Then you're not able to move, right?
Think of
That's something else.
Think of the
That's
word
not
incapacitated.
I agree.
Yeah.
But
No, you're not.
It doesn't say anything about movement.
I appreciate what you're trying to
is
do.
an action though.
It doesn't say so. Go read about go read movement. It doesn't say move.
Unconscious includes incapacitated, but adds cannot move or speak and is unaware.
Oh, which one is that?
On top
Unconscious?
of that, the unconscious. status.
Maybe you got me on a technicality. Let's see what it says here. Incapacitated. Oh, you said unconscious?
The unconscious adds to incapacitated. Looks like
I guess you know what?
Only part of that.
I think Hemo has you there.
Yeah, I think it makes sense. Like I said, I did look it up in the last minute or two.
Interesting. Okay, so incapacitated.
But he's too stuck. Like he's not able to do anything.
I would have never in a million years thought that incapacitated meant you can move.
Yeah,
a lot of things that incapacitate also reduce speed to 0, but not this one.
All right, so you are incapacitated. All right. Okay, cool. So that is who just went? Eckankar. All right. All these people are correcting me all the time. How dare you play the game how it should be played?
We like to think we're helping you.
I gotta survive somehow.
Yeah. The more you fail, the better I do. Okay, Gashar, what are you gonna do?
He's basically sort of upset about this thing happening, but he still wants to get this guy, so he's just sort of like moving at like a quarter speed towards him, shambling a little bit.
You do get a save at the end of your turn.
Oh, all right. Well, he shambles towards him, and then I'll try to take a save. Is it a wisdom save then?
It is same save, yeah.
All right. Do a save 15, make
Do it.
Yeah, that will make your save.
At that point, he snaps to as he just sort of like scrapes all the bugs off of all the spiders off his arm, snaps to and stares directly at the apprentice and gets into his like monk's pose.
Yeah, but that's the end of your turn, so you won't be able to do anything else. All right, that is you. It is their turn. All right, so that is. I'll just reveal here, Gashar, because you probably can see a little more from
Down
your
the
position.
south
Just
one here.
yeah, just kind of give you a little more
Thank you.
information here, and a little bit more information to the south here.
I was going to ask, but I also figured he was fairly distracted. So
Yeah,
that's fine.
so you can kind of see up and down a
Cool.
little bit. All right. I will just for the sake of completeness, so I don't get yelled at that I didn't reveal something. I'll show you that kind of goes around the corner of that as you kind of walk around. Actually, get a little more probably. Boom. All right, cool. Let's go with that. And now we are going to go with the apprentice's turn. What does the apprentice have left? He's no
another
longer
dead guy.
concentrating, so you've freed his mind, and the rest is going to follow.
Nice. What are you gonna do it on that one?
He's
Oh, that was a really good one.
running. He's running out of stuff, so he's going to make you do a save for Toll the Dead.
He's not going to come running up to me and try to hit me with
No.
his fist.
Nope, he's not.
Shoot an arrow at me. Told the dead. Right?
Real
Is that a
shame.
Save.
Where's the sport in that?
It's a wisdom save. Yes,
A wisdom save.
yes.
15.
All right, you make your save, and then he's going to flee into the darkness.
He's kiting us.
All right, he flees into the darkness to the north.
How
All
are
right.
you not catching him?
I mean, technically, I probably could have gotten right up to him at the end of my last turn, but like I said, I was adding color to the effects of his spell last time. I thought it worked well.
For the RP.
All right,
I could catch up, definitely.
all right.
Besides,
Now Flanders'
moment.
turn. Flander, go ahead.
magic door.
Yeah.
As
Thanks,
you're
Ron.
kind of inching your way through this maze. Were you guys expecting a maze? I was
There's-
wondering.
Kind of.
Dungeon crawl, so yeah.
I was expecting
Yeah.
it was echoey.
Yeah.
Thunder gets about
Eh,
that.
we got
for-
that.
Right. Speaking of which, Flander, as you run up in the distance, you hear this. Boom.
Is it a wave?
Yeah.
Echoing.
Yes.
Nice.
I got to remember to keep doing that to keep reminding you.
It's pretty cool.
What are you going to do,
The
Flander? I
thunderclips.
apologize.
So run up and get about as far as Fortuna there. Says, doesn't that guy ever drop that thing?
I do not know.
Machalas, they are speaking about you behind your back, like your mother and father used to do.
Oh man.
The
Getting
same
into
roll.
Machalas's backstory.
Yeah. All right, Machalas. It is now your turn.
All right. I'm going to run up this way. And before I finish the rest of my movement, do I see anything else from
Yep,
here?
I will show you what you see. I'm revealing the area to the north. I will scroll the map up so that everyone can reveal the secrets. You have a 60-foot vision.
120 foot with devil sight,
Wow, you
Holy crap.
what kind?
and I can see through magical darkness.
Basically, you're a superhero
I
at this
can make
point.
magical darkness. Would you like me to?
I see. I always imagine Gashar gets nervous and like inks himself when he does his darkness.
Nice.
You see one in the shower.
Oh, if he put darkness on your shield,
That'd be cool.
all the other devils around you are gonna have devil sight too. So
Yeah.
So, we're fighting demons. Are demons gonna have devil sight?
Yep.
What? Rude.
Doesn't make any sense.
All right, but that's not all. That's not all.
What do you see?
What I
Your
need to
devil
do
eyes
is-
see.
You can see from here
My brand.
creatures,
I-
zombies, as they turn around.
Cool.
And that's all you see right now. Actually, Finnis, you can actually see a little bit more because of your position. You're going to be able to see that this kind of ends in a dead end up here as well. As I move this up, so you see there's a dead end up here, and then there are zombies down either end of the winding, strange passageway. What are you going to do?
I will toll the dead Mr. Spider Apprentice here. He needs to do a wisdom save.
All right, they've notoriously been rolling low. He made it though this time.
All right. Good for him.
Shoot.
That's a good way to jinx it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have rolled. I think I failed every one up to this point. I think. All right. That brings us to you're gonna move at all? You'll move up there, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna actually take a step back up into this corner.
All right.
They got you backed into a corner, eh?
All right. That door behind you, Finnis, you feel that door. I should say, Machalas, you feel that door, that energy, that magical radiant energy tickling off your flesh. You kind of like, you almost can feel it radiating. It's so strong. That brings us to Fortuna. If you have nothing else to do, you can cook. You can make us a Fortuna casserole.
Why not a 5 tuna?
If you could make a tuna casserole in 6 seconds on your turn,
These are
you
D&D
would be a
characters.
legendary cook.
Yeah, that's pretty impressive.
Yeah. Well, that would be pretty amazing. Yeah. All right. What are you going to do?
I just moved.
Okay. You come running up and you look around the corner. You can see Gashar there. Hemo is there contemplating the ability to cook a casserole in 6 seconds, which is awesome. All right. Speaking of contemplation, Hemo, it is your turn.
All right. I'm gonna drink. I have a potion of healing. I think it's just a regular potion of healing.
What does
Is
it
that-
say in your sheet? Does it just say regular potion healing?
Potion of healing, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So that's 2d4 plus 2, right?
Correct.
2d4, 4 plus 2, that's 6 HP.
Nice. That got little.
Not nothing. And then I'm going to use my second wind as a bonus action.
Okay.
Regain a d10 plus 8.
Come on, big time.
4
Let's
plus
say-
8, 12 points total from second wind.
Let's say help a lot.
Yeah. So
Excuse
you said plus
Excuse me.
8, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yes, plus 8 because it's my fighter level.
Nice.
So I'm up to 32 now.
And you're gonna stay right there.
Yep.
Okay. That is Fortuna. That is Hemo, our brave adventurer, Eckankar.
Eck is going to, because he doesn't know this area, he's going to run up to here and then up to here. And that's all his movement.
You come running around the corner. You can see the kind of the silhouette, the shoulder, and as you come running up, you see the side profile of that spider apprentice. He walks by and he sees you coming up and he glances over his shoulder at you.
Okay.
Bashar, what are you gonna do?
That's basically the exact same movement I was going to do, but so I'm going to keep doing it.
But
10,
better.
20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45.
So fast.
50.
Can you flank?
I was just wondering, if I go diagonally, 55, I can do it in my movement. Does that count as flanking? I think it would.
I think so, yeah. But
He's
well,
just
no,
partial
because he's
cover,
around
though.
because he has a
I
hard
have a corner.
He has a
Yeah.
hard corner. I would say no. I will reveal some of the area to you,
That's fine.
Bashar.
All right, well, I guess I would have seen it here, so
Yeah.
I'll decide which 5-foot square to move into after.
Yeah, let me show you what you can see as you look up to the north here to
Zombies.
reveal.
16 zombies.
A whole bunch of Robs.
Holy shit, the map goes on for
It's such a big
It's-
map.
It's
wow.
so big.
Yeah,
I was like, oh, we must be the near. What?
I thought that was hilarious 'cause I-
Shit.
all right, and you can see a zombie up there, kind of. Because you come around a corner, you can see it goes.
Cool. Said, there are more zombies. He'll state, obviously. And then he's going to bash this guy, hopefully. Ooh, he misses.
Oh,
Oh
man.
no, armor class 12 misses as well.
I missed him twice.
Do you have any inspiration?
Zombie coming a mile away. I do not have any inspiration. But I know he's a magic user and I can't do much to dodge him. So I'm just going to use my bonus action to monk arm strike him and miss on that one too.
Oh my god, you're
Oh,
rolling 8,
no.
12, and 10.
Flurry of
His armor
misses.
class isn't great, but it's better than 10.
Can I step to here
Char.
with my last 5-foot movement? It's a soft diagonal.
I'd say when you're next to somebody, you probably can't really cross
Pivot
over
around
like
like
that.
that?
Yeah, I think
All right, I'll
we've
stay
always kind of rotated around them.
It's fine. I'll stay right here.
Yeah. And the same, I would do the same for you guys. I wouldn't cross diagonal like that. All right, that is
Miss.
Gashar flurry of misses. The first time you've had a round like that in a
In a
while.
little while, yeah.
All right, it's his turn. Unfortunately, he's a little bit pressed against a wall, literally. I need to roll.
You should stay here, and you might die.
I need to put. Actually, it's before him is the zombies get to go.
What happens if I take your cloak?
He looks at you. He looks at you as you. Are you going to say that to him?
Yeah.
He's like you will never live long enough to use it. The demons will level the land here. You chose to be our enemy, and so you shall be.
No, I meant with the zombies.
Yeah. Oh, I don't know.
He's like, what?
He's like, I don't know.
Why don't you drop
Mindless
it?
creatures.
We'll let you leave if you drop your red cloak.
All right. These two run forward. They're going to attack first. They're going to attack one. They're both attacking him. They're not going to attack him, the zombie. So both attacking Kishar. I missed one, and I think they have a +3 to hit. Let me double confirm.
I'm at a 18 currently.
Yeah, I rolled an 18, but I want to make
Okay.
sure I don't have a negative or anything. They did hit you.
Okay.
So they come forward, clawing you for max damage again, 7.
Ugh.
That's the third time I've rolled max damage for you guys. All right. All right, that was the one. This one here is here. I gotta double check to make sure they're not slowed or anything like that. I don't want to mess up on that. They don't say that these are slowed or anything like that. So they just
These are World War Z zombies.
yeah.
Yeah, do they have a 30?
Yeah, they
They're
move
sprinting.
fast. Most zombies in other games, they only get one move or the other at the lowest level.
I was just wondering if their speed was up to.
Their speed is
Almost 30.
easy enough. They're let's see, because he was just standing right here, 5, 10, 15,
No, it's
20.
only 20. He only had to move 20. Yeah, but the other
Actually,
guys-
this one can't really reach you, to be honest, because he has to move 20. So he's gonna just
thank
double
God.
move.
Okay.
Um,
getting surrounded.
yeah.
All right.
Hopefully we can take
apprentice.
care of the spider apprentice.
This one goes 5, 10, 15, 20 around the corner and sees Eckankar clawing at Eckankar. Oh, he's gonna not even come close. Like you almost see him coming from a mile away. You're like,
Shaun of the Dead style.
bang. He's just kind of lumbering forward, and it's almost ridiculous how easy it is for you to defend against this guy. This one goes 5, 10, 15, 20. He's just going to move up to here.
Damn.
All right, spider apprentice, give me the cloak now.
I need that.
All right. It is his turn now. He comes after them, unfortunately. 1, 2. He sprints to here using a.
Can I use my
disengage.
attack of opportunity?
Nope, because he uses his disengage action.
Ah.
He moves 15 feet and then he moves 5, 10, 15, 20, 21 into the darkness.
Northward though.
Yeah. Disengage sucks. Unless
Almost like-
it's funny is disengage sucks unless you're the one disengaging.
No, it's useful.
Pretty
Unless you have
useful.
Sentinel.
Yeah.
Right.
It's almost like these guys are played by somebody who's smart. I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, a lot
He's
of
a smart
times.
character though. The PC, like the NPC, he would.
Well, he's a wizard. Yeah,
Yeah.
he is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh, he's a wizard. at
He
it.
knows what he's doing.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. He has a kind of a good wisdom, a good conniving sense about him. So he's moving around. So that is Flander. What are you gonna do, Flander? I don't even know where you're at on this map here, buddy. Sorry, I apologize.
He's a bit back.
I can move to.
As per usual, this group, everyone's like
Yeah.
scattered all over.
Kishar
the place.
goes, I found the zombies.
People
found them.
watching our game are gonna get seasick.
They're making a letter joke with the shape of the zombies, but no,
They see it and then they get sick.
Emo has a silly idea. He
He's-
yells out to Geshar, brace yourself.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
All right, what are you gonna do there, Flander?
I can move to there. That's it.
Okay, you come running
That's
up.
all my movement.
Like, oh, everyone's running up so fast. Finnis, now you engulfed in your magical auras.
Perfect.
You know, Machalas, that you are resistant to these physical damage that's not magical.
I do know that. I do also know that I have cleric powers.
Yes,
And
you
I
do.
run up to here and I cast Turn Undead.
Oh, never mind. That's a better idea.
And so everybody but this guy over here needs to make Wisdom saving throw 14, or if they're challenge rating 1, they just die.
As Finnis holds up his symbol of Asmodeus, he beckons out to the demon, the power of the devils. The devil draws forth the energy into his symbol and thrusts out to make saves. What is my saving throw?
14, Wisdom.
Wise zombies.
Okay, I'll mark them if they are cowardly. You see these two.
If they're challenge rating 1 or less, they will die.
Okay, they are utterly
Otherwise they run away.
destroyed.
Boom.
All right, they explode into dust as the
Whoa.
power of Asmodeus grants you all of its divine might.
It's one of my channels. If we find another place to rest, channels come back, so I'm not too afraid to burn them.
They got a short rest restore.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Nice.
All right, that is
Nice.
Finnis. Fortuna. The chaos continues.
You can move your thing 20 feet, right?
Yes.
20 feet, yeah. I think
It's a bonus
it's a bonus action, yeah.
All right. So
You keeping track of the rounds of your spell?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the one I want. Okay, she will move to there.
I love how we get in combat and like the entire night is round after like you don't let them go. You're like, forget it. Screw it. We're gonna chase them down. What are you gonna do, sir or ma'am?
16 on this zombie here.
Yes, definitely. Easily hit it. I mean, it's not even moving. You might as well be hitting this wall for all you care.
13.
All right, you strike into it for 13 damage.
No. 13.
Oh, to
13
hit? Oh, I will double check. I believe that also hits. Oh, yes.
So 11 total points of damage.
Okay, boom. You hit them both. All right.
And then we'll move back here.
All right. That damage goes to 11. Sweet. That is Fortuna. Hemo trailing up the backside here, wondering what's going on as you see all of the chaos ensuing. I'm trying to move the map up so people can see what's going on. What are you going to do, sir?
I'm also in a situation where I can't move that far. I move up 10 feet, 30 feet next to Finnis. I drop my swords, fire a firebolt at the nearest zombie, the bottom one of those two.
Got it.
15 to hit.
That will easily hit. You strike
Should
right
do
in the chest.
14 points fire damage.
Ooh,
You're
nice.
coming your way. And then I will draw and fire an arrow from my bow.
Nice.
14 to hit.
That spell was a bonus action spell?
That was a cantrip with my war magic as a Eldritch Knight. When I use my
Nice.
action to cast a cantrip, I can make a weapon attack as a bonus.
That's awesome. Go ahead and make your attack. And when you hit an armor class 14 for 6, all
Yeah.
right. All right. It takes damage. It's not quite destroyed. These things are, remember you recall, these things are more than just like one hit and down. All right.
Oh, yeah. He's
Anything
pouring
else
all
you're
his
going to do?
firepower on it.
You did a bunch of cool stuff there.
Nope, that's my whole thing.
That was
What's
awesome.
to the north of Finnis there? Just
Oh.
the alcove?
I apologize. I will, let me
I
bring
can't
the
see
map
it.
up and I will show you. I should be more on top of that. I'm sorry. There we
Oh,
go.
come on now. It's not like you have anything to do.
You
Oh
see a
my.
set of stairs leading up.
Up.
It opens up into some sort of room.
Hmm.
You hear Finnis, you have your high end perception. So even in combat, you hear someone else yelling up there up in from that northern area. You hear them yell, "They're coming, be prepared. Light them all." And you hear this. like fires being lit of some sort.
Uh-oh.
And I'll
That's never good.
count down so everyone can see.
There might be explosions soon.
Oh, by the way, my pass without trace spell dropped as soon as I was incapacitated. Would not be able to maintain concentration.
Eckankar is your turn.
I'll attack the one in front of me right here.
Got it. Boom.
Right. 19 hit.
Yes.
12 points bludgeoning.
12 points of bludgeoning. That is awesome.
All right. Second attack, 20 to hit.
Yes.
Oh, another
Nice.
11 points.
All right. 11 points of damage. This is 16. All right. It's destroyed. Your weapon strikes into it, and it is
Nice.
destroyed.
Okay. Then I will move up to the corner there.
All right. When you move up to the corner, I will move the map so people can see what is going on up in this corner. All right. As you race up to that corner, you can see I will reveal the area here. Oh, I didn't want to do that. Sometimes you click stuff, and it's like, oh, seriously, dude, get on with the program.
Well, we just love spreading the map beyond your control,
Yeah, that is actually true. And I need to move it way over for you to see. And then I'll have to move it way back.
Can't wait for it to be stairs down. Another area for us to go.
All right. As you see,
Oh no.
3 more zombies and that spider apprentice fleeing away. And you can actually see how far up you can see 60 feet or 30 feet.
I believe the goggles give me dark vision, so it's 60 feet.
That's what I thought. You can see that looking at the map here, it goes all the way up to this weird dead end space. And that is, both of them are dead ends. There's no other way out of there. I will kind of reveal a little better so you can see.
Okay.
Yeah. So, and then moving the map back down, you can see past the zombies, it continues on. Now, south of you, because again, the people who made this map, which wasn't me, hate me. So that's it. That's okay. Let's see. Moving to the south, I will show you that also ends in another dead end.
We should put supposed in front of all of these until we get Finnis in front of it. Go look.
All right. That is so. That did you just move, or did you you have more?
I did two attacks and then I moved. So
Got it.
that is the end of my turn.
What about, what about down here? Is it just a dead end? I'm assuming it's just a dead end.
Oh yeah, that area down there. Let's find out.
I think you only moved 25 feet though. If you wanted to move another 5 feet.
It is not a dead end. I will reveal more of that area so I will, and then I'll show people on the map. What I think I'm going to do is I'm going to withdraw on the map a little bit so people can get an idea, because there's a lot of moving parts. People are going to be like, what is going on? So if I zoom out once quick here, just to kind of get an idea of what this whole thing looks like. You can see that it is this winding passage where there are starting here, and that leads all the way up to here. This is a dead end. This is a stairway leading in that area. You have this weird glowing door. What the heck is that?
That's exactly how I would design my
Magic
house.
door.
Hallways.
Yeah.
All of the hallways.
All right.
Dungeon house, of course.
Yeah, that's where it is. And now I'll zoom back in so people can be confused again. All right. I'm trying to fit as many creatures on the board so I don't have to keep zooming in. All right. After Eckankar, we go to round refresh. Okay. So for the next round, we start with Gashar.
All right. Well, I feel like I'm still chasing down the spider apprentice. So we're going to do that. I have 10, 15, 20, 25. Hello.
All right. You come running around. You see Eckankar there.
Hello. You took care of those zombies, right?
Is it me you're looking for? Okay.
So I'll run up right behind this guy here. Again, he likes to do that and just bounce him off the wall. So here we go.
That guy right there. Go for it.
You know what? I just realized something silly. But anyways, 20 to hit would hit, I'm pretty sure.
That will hit him.
So 10 points of bludgeoning damage.
10 points of bludgeoning damage is a lot of damage.
And on second hit, 19 hits.
Yes, that does hit.
6 more points of bludgeoning damage.
Nice.
Is he still up?
He's still up. Yeah, they have
All
a
right, he's going to do a jump kick and hopefully finish him off with a 17.
boom. That will hit him.
To hit with 9 more points of bludgeoning.
Yeah,
damage.
you hit him for 9. It does not finish him off.
Does not finish him off. Right. Well, he's still.
I don't think I
Solid.
don't remember what their maximum was because I'm ticking down, but I think he might have not. If it hit, he did barely any damage last time so far. The other one was like taking all the damage, just net route. That's the way it is. All right, that is. It comes up to the zombies get to go. Brave. All right, the zombies marching forward. This one runs forward. He is actually squatting at the square that you're not even in. He's just, he's mindless,
We'll
right?
split the difference. It's like
This one comes running forward.
behind Bashar.
That one again. You're more annoyed by these things, I'm guessing. They're just
They're
You
just
just hear
slowing
the
you down.
claws like going on his shield.
Good.
Ruining my beautiful shield.
that one runs up next to Gashar. Gashar, he's trying to grab at you. Ooh. He did a good hit on you.
You're annoyed, but Gashar gets clawed.
What armor class? Are his armor class 18 against
18.
you? You don't have a way to reduce your armor class, so I can just tell you.
Nope, 18.
All right. Damage 26. Ooh, minimum damage this time. You are done. I rolled a 1. I think it's just 2 damage.
1 + 1.
Just 2 damage.
All right.
These zombies down below here, they're mindless, so they have no idea what's going on. So when he enters here, he's going to enter to here. How much? What does he make a saving throw? Finnis?
Yes.
Machalas?
Yep.
He will
14
fail.
wisdom.
How much damage does he take?
I need to do the button. Submit. 17 necrotic.
He is destroyed.
Nice.
Just gets
So
ripped
here
up by these
runs-
spirits.
5, 10, 15, 20 to here. He also makes a saving throw. Roll your damage.
36.
What?
That's blight.
Oh,
That's a
that's
different-
blight.
that's a
Sorry, clicked the
different-
wrong button.
36 damage. I
Hang
was like,
on.
wow, that spell is way
Holy
over.
shit.
Wow.
I've just been rolling bad. 18.
All right.
Still good.
It's like
Still good.
That's really good. So good. So good. I feel good, but
You're
he
just
doesn't.
watching these things run towards you and then like crumble.
It is utterly destroyed. It just as it
As
comes
they
forward, it
shamble
runs in,
forward.
it's like starts breaking apart, it drops to one knee and falls over and just shrivels as your swirling devil entities claw and destroy it.
Emo's just watching this, wondering what would happen if this devil hadn't excluded him from the spell's area of effect.
Still like you, huh?
well, that was. He probably wouldn't have.
No, he would because he thinks we're tools. Remember,
No, but
you don't just
But-
like blissfully like destroy your own tools for no reason.
but Finnis cast the spell, not Machalas.
I hear you, but remember what he said, right? He's
All right. Now that is them. Now this apprentice gets to go. And that apprentice doesn't have a lot of spells left, unfortunately, for him. Oh, I forgot he had that spell, and that's okay. I'll use it next time.
There might
See.
not be a next time.
Yeah. He's gonna move to here.
is he disengaging?
No, he's not gonna. He's not going to. He's going to. Yes, he's gonna let you attack him once.
Okay, I will attack him once.
Kick his
Go
ass.
gadget. Roll the one.
Oh,
You roll the 1,
Oh.
He ducked at the exact right moment.
and also, Eckankar, you also get an attack on him.
I do?
Yep.
He's going that way, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Your attack.
I'm picturing this route now.
Mhm.
24.
That will hit. How much damage do you do?
13.
All right. He gets around the corner. He gets around the corner here, and you spank him so much so that you're wondering how in the world is he even up. He hits that wall like boom, and he's just like he's grabbing on the wall, disoriented, wondering how in the world he can move with so few bits of energy
I
left.
told you
Let's see,
to drop
5,
that red
10, 15,
cloak.
20.
Drop it.
You gotta be concussed.
Just double moves it out of there.
All right.
Pew.
And you hear him scream.
Like
Screaming
Like
An scream in agony.
as he rounds that corner.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Don't go around the corner.
He goes around this corner, and I'll show you on the map here. He goes around
he goes
this
south
corner
over there. Yeah.
right here.
Yeah.
He goes around that corner right here, and you hear him go, ah!
Didn't hurt.
Like-
didn't hurt. Didn't.
Was it like
Ah! Yeah, you hear him scream.
Castle Arves?
All right, what are you all going to do? After him is Flander.
And Flander can move to about, he can get to about here. That's about it.
Just double.
Huffing it.
All right, you come running up. Ha, 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 ha. All right, that takes them from Flander to Finnis. Finnis, what are you going to do? Weaving in and out of this strange, what you thought was a wave echo cave, would you hear? It has changed from a cavern to a fixed form sort of chamber. What are you going to do?
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna move to right here. I'm gonna ignore the big empty room that they've lit. Sounded like fuses in. I'm gonna call out, "Watch out for explosions." And do you think I can toll the bells on this zombie here?
Why not? Go for it. I think I can do that. I don't think you can hit the other one though.
Yeah, with the split, that's okay.
Yeah.
All right, wisdom save.
All right, wisdom save. Oh, he completely failed.
Is he already damaged or is he fresh?
No, he's a fresh one. Yeah, he's one of those Pine Springs zombies.
Pine
He
scented
literally
8
has
points of
that, like,
necrotic.
he has a Christmas tree on his chest. I'm sorry, I interrupted you.
8 points of necrotic damage.
Thank you. All right, 8 points of necrotic damage. I got to double check that they are not. I don't think they have any resistances other than poison. Yeah, that's all they have. All right, that is Fortuna. Fortuna. The map keeps slowly rolling. It's like a rolling map. You guys never stop the combat. It just keeps.
It's
going.
like a side-scrolling level in Mario.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Keep up.
All right, then you back
Oh.
up to move. So you're gonna move over around the corner there,
Mhm.
taking cover. Are you gonna want to go? Do you want to go and deal with this magical door?
Yep, she's gonna go up to it, and as she comes up, she pulls out that spinner.
All right. And she starts spinning it. All right. You pull out the spinner and start spinning it, but nothing happens. The door just keeps revolving. You see these ruins bubble up, like seep out, almost like liquid over the door, and then kind of fade away.
Yeah, that was worth a shot.
Yeah, cool. Nothing like unleashing another round of enemies on the map. I'm teasing. I'm not giving away anything.
I don't know what's behind.
I know that's the fun part. All
If
right.
it was like a passkey thing to a safe area because this place is fucking crawling with shit.
That is totally fair, right? That is totally fair. All right, that is you. Good idea, actually. Fortuna, that is Hemo. Hemo, what are you going to do?
Not only that, but the other way is completely blocked by the sphere of death that surrounds.
Right.
Finnis.
Yeah, you're kind of a little hosed. You could go up this way though.
Yeah, I could. Yeah.
Just run up the stairs. What's
Oh,
worse
that'd
can
be
happen?
I put my bow away. I use an action to pick up my other sword and a bonus action to stylishly summon the other one to my hand.
Stylishly is important.
It's pretty cool.
Very important. I kick it up with my foot, but it doesn't matter because that magically goes to my hand anyways. I'll just walk 30 feet
So you just kick it
with
at
my movement.
Finnis, and then it like just zaps back in your hand.
Yeah. 'Cause
Hemo,
it's the only way I can switch to a dual wielding setup in one turn. I have to use weapon bond.
Hemo, as you crossed away from here, you hear a couple of voices and you hear one voice, which is a human voice. They're bellowing command, be in defense, and you hear something else go like a weird kind of weird language.
That's odd. In that case, hearing that, I'm actually going to stop moving here and take cover around the corner.
So you can decide to not move if you want and instead go do something else, but that's what you hear. You're going to stop there instead?
I'm going to tuck myself into this corner and try to get the jump on anything if it comes down this way.
Got it.
Well, hopefully it's not whirring metal. So
it did not sound metal. It sounded like
what the fuck?
Sounds like some kind of weird creature thing.
Yes.
I don't like it.
It sounds like a
I'm
creature.
taking cover.
That way you can keep listening too.
Yeah.
And it did not sound like the crank. I only have so many voices I can do, so
No,
I wanted to make sure because sometimes you might, mislead. I might mislead you by doing a similar voice. All right, so that is Emo. Eckankar, what are you going to do? Gotta find you on the map.
I'll attack the one right in front of me first. 23, so that should be a hit.
Yes.
10 points of bludgeoning.
All right.
Okay. Still up. I will attack it again.
All right.
Another 23 to hit.
Yes. How much damage do you do?
14 to hit.
All right,
Max
hold on.
damage.
Let me roll here.
Nice.
All right. It is destroyed.
Woo. I'll use my movement to. Yeah, I'll round the corner. I'll take an attack of opportunity if it happens. I will round the corner there.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Okay. I will show you what you see. This is what you see. I'm going to move the map first.
He wants to see what happened to that spider apprentice.
Of course you do.
Yeah.
That is fun. And I will set the map up here first, and then I'll do the revealing. All right.
Oh boy. I want to see what happened to the spider apprentice.
All right.
I really want to see what happened to him.
Nice. I don't want to do that.
I'd hate to see what's going to happen to Ack.
Just don't
He's
let
gonna be.
it happen to you too.
Yeah, I'm still back here. Hopefully.
All right. As it is revealed, you see that. Ooh, let me see something. Yeah, that's true. I remind myself of something else that's gonna happen. You run around the corner. Give me what is your passive perception?
11.
Okay. All right.
Seeing all the monsters.
You look
and-
as you come wandering around the corner. You come running around the corner. There's nothing there.
Classic spider apprentice.
Can't do
All
that
right.
at all.
Hiding.
Eckankar comes running around the corner. You attacked and then ran, right?
Watch out
Yeah,
for more of those
yeah.
zickers.
It's a big blood.
And then
splatter.
do the zombies get attack of opportunity? I don't know if they do.
Yeah, they do get one. I'll take one on you. Natural 20 to end.
Oh my God.
And
X gonna die.
Natural 20 do. He gets he's gonna do 12 points of clawing
Ooh.
damage as he almost rips out part of, like, he kind of grabs at your neck. It almost hits kind of part of some of your neck muscles. You had a big gouge taken out of your
You
neck.
still
From that
get
thing.
the -3 for that.
Yep.
No.
Or no? What type of damage is it? Do?
Oh, your physical damage you take a -3 on, right?
Yeah.
It's physical damage.
Okay.
It's a
Okay.
claw.
Cool.
Yeah.
That helps.
All right. Is it runs around the corner, leaving you there. And there's where we'll end it for tonight.
Oof.
A beginning
Ooh.
to the Wave Echo Cave. As I back out of the map and we get to see the whereabouts of where everybody has been for it so far. If you recall, we started off in this map way at the beginning, and you've wound around taking a meandering path in and out of this crazy maze.
Holy God,
Get-
it looks like we explored like an eighth of it.
Yeah, it's crazy.
The
Well,
hazy
this-
haze cave
This
here.
particular maze is difficult because the creatures are spread out and they're onesie twosies, right?
Yep.
And that zombie is definitely the big gun, and it moves slow, so you have to move up and down. It's a weird sort of mix and mashup. And finally ending with Eckankar running around the corner to see what happened to this creature right here, only to find out it's not there.
What's to the north?
Spooky.
Oh, I can reveal to the north since we have a moment here. I will take you.
Got my goggles on.
Yeah.
No, that's honestly, that's more concerning than
Yeah, I
seeing
know.
like a creature there.
I can see
Yeah,
being
what
like, wait,
happened? Where did it go?
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to start using some Wand of Secrets charges to help us get through
So you
here.
can see it winds up to a dead end up there.
Okay.
Definitely Wand of Secrets territory.
Or just to put Finnis, move Finnis into the room.
Yeah.
You keep shoving him forward.
Can anybody throw me a good distance?
Oh my god, this is kind of
I'm
crazy. I didn't
Considering
actually,
it, next time
yeah.
we find a big cliff.
The cliff will have your name on it. It'll be like like a big like flashing sign.
Big neon.
All right. Well, this has been an interesting start to the map. There is a lot left to explore. So some nights we make huge map progresses and stuff, and sometimes you inch your way through, almost as if like the battle lines of a war kind of thing. You're just inching your way up the beach, moving through this maze. Remember that you have at least one dead body of that one wizard that's down here. You have the other dead body of the wizard. You're not sure where it went to.
Yeah.
Given that, you have a couple of zombies that are fighting you. With that, we're going to end for the night, and we're going to resume the Wave Echo Cave. Next week is the 4th of July week, so we will be off this next week because most of us are all going to cabins. If you're from Minnesota, it's cabin country.
It's cabin time.
Almost everybody goes to a cabin up for the week.
Oh
so.
yeah, you betcha.
Gotta go up to the lake.
So we're taking the week off. So everyone, tell your friends to like and subscribe because I'm pretty sure you subscribe by now. Thank you, we appreciate it. And you have a week to go back and watch the first 41 episodes.
Prepare yourself for the thrilling conclusion.
That's totally amount of time. You're gonna be fine.
Binge it over the long weekend.
Yeah.
I'm
What
not
are you
sure
gonna do
there's
in a
enough
boat?
time, but
You're sitting there fishing. I mean, you got to be quiet. Put the headphones on. I'm adventuring that. All right. With that, anybody else have anything else before we take off for the night? All right.
stay tuned.
Level 8. See you in 2 weeks after the 4th of July. Happy 4th of July, everybody.
Happy 4th.
Sweet.
Bye.
Till next time.